Welcome to Halmstad, Sweden, the home of Aliko, and welcome to the IPF World Open Powerlifting Championships 2018. I'll be your host this week, Gary Williams, and the action will be heating up this week, and I'm joined this morning sessions for the 59 and 66 kilo men, than none other than two-time Hall of Famer Ralph Ferguson.
Good morning, Gary. Looking forward to it. This promised to be...
It is going to be an absolutely magnificent event.
Just stay by your station and watch. It's on fireworks, I think.
Sit on the edge of your seats. We're only about 40 seconds away from kicking the morning off with 59 kilos. Christopher Tran is going to be our first lifter. We're looking for a massive 242.5 to open his campaign this morning. And he hit a 255.5 at the USAPL Open Championships this year. So 242 and a half.
That's for opener, huh?
He should absolutely knock this one out of the park without any problems whatsoever. And what an incredible venue we've got here today.
Oh, man.
It is absolutely
This is the standard we need to be IOC recognized, isn't it?
This
Certainly
is the absolute benchmark, and
absolutely.
a huge shout out to our sponsors, Aliko, as we all know, the best powerlifting products on the planet, Uplift, fantastic online coaching platform, and SBD. And we are underway with Christopher Tran from the US of A, 242.5 kilograms. Remember, these guys in this weight class only weigh 59 kilos.
Absolutely.
And Chris weighed in today at 58.9, and he's looking at 242 and a half. What a monster opening lift. It is going to be a tough category.
3-time body weight, is it? Near enough?
Hitting on the 3-time body weight. And, of course, we're all waiting for Sergey Fedoshenko today as well.
Oh, yes. What a guy.
Can he reign supreme again? And here comes Christopher up that ramp, taking that walk. Time to get that first lift out of the way.
Which is important.
This is
get the cupboard.
This is probably the toughest lift of the competition. The first lift on the first day.
For World Championship, yeah.
If you weren't nervous enough as it was.
Yeah, good setup.
That's nice, friend.
Yeah, it looks like he's handled that very well. Good opening choice.
Yes.
He gets 2 white lights. That's enough to be on the board. And we've said it at other competitions as well. The American coaches are so good at picking those lifts, those opening lifts. They always get it right. And he'll feel really good getting that one on the board. So our next lifter then is Chanlin Wang, Chinese Taipei. He is looking at 250 kilograms.
1 minute. On Chinese time.
And he is on the platform, ready to roll for that first lift.
It's 550 pounds.
So he lifted 250 back in 2016 in the Open Powerlifting Championships. And he's had a bit of an up and down run since then, but 250 looks like it's certainly no problems. He gives a big shake of the head, pretty confident, and he gets the 2 white lights.
The center referee don't see the lock and then giving a red light.
The 2 whites is
That's
all you need,
That's all you want.
and that is precisely why we have 3 referees. So our next lifter, Yusuke Sataki from Japan, looking at 250 as well. It's a big opening lift this morning. Getting himself very focused.
What is important. Get the setup right.
Just dragging that bar and pulling it in tight.
Go out.
Fairly confident on his walkout.
Lock the knees.
Just drops into the hole there, getting as much as he can out of those knee wraps in that squat suit.
Yes, 3 whites.
3 white lights.
Yeah. Good squat.
Great way to open your day. Yu Chun Lin, Chinese Taipei, looking at 250 kilograms as well. taking that. Also difficult walk up the ramp there, lifting in your knee wraps.
When you got knees.
It's not an easy walk up that
easy.
ramp when you can't bend your knees. 250 kilograms. £551 in the old number.
Big lift.
He looks confident under the bar. Slow descent, drops into the hole.
That looks
and
good.
Very fast coming up.
Yes.
Yeah, do the one.
Two white lights and just the side referee there suggesting you might not have been deep enough. But 2 white lights is enough to go on the board. And Sergei Fedosyenko from Russia, 265 kilograms to open his campaign. If you're new to equipped powerlifting and you want a squat lesson, this is the man to be watching.
That's the one. That's the man.
Multiple world champion in both
in
raw
both.
and in equipped.
And equipped.
And we're seeing a lot more of that now.
Yes, a lot of
People
the top
competing raw
lifters
and
doing both.
equipped.
Yeah. Yeah. Because the training's the same, it's just the fact that the suit is extra.
265 kilograms. Well under his best lift. And handles that. He hit a
comfortable. Very
he hit a
comfortable.
285.
Yes, 2 to 1.
Yeah, he had a 285 earlier this year in the Russian Powerlifting
Yes,
Championship, so 265 was a good, easy opener.
270 kgs on the bar. Break height 4.
And
What is the world record, Gary? Yeah?
the world record in equipped squat,
Ballon in 1 minute.
is 300 kilograms.
That is possible.
Who knows, we might see that today because we've got Leon Franklin Leon from Ecuador looking at 270 kilograms now.
We're talking about guys weighing in the 59 kilo.
Yeah, so Franklin Leon weighed in at 59 on the dot. Not giving his coach any stress at all there.
At all.
And looking at 270 kilograms. Just to hold that on your back at a 59 kilo lifter is monstrous effort. But to squat that all the way down past parallel, can he challenge Fedosyenko today?
Can he? Yeah.
Drops into it very well, handled
that
that
is
very
strong.
well. Looked a little bit shaky on the way down, but no problem standing up. Gets a 3 on the board.
Reloading the bar to 252.5 kgs.
And we can see Fedosyenko's put in a 285 for his second lift. So he might be looking at taking a crack at the record today. Wouldn't that be a great start to the morning? First day
First
of
morning
competition.
world record in squat. Would it be?
So our next lifter, Christopher Tran, coming round for his second lift, 252.5.
Fast
It's a
turnaround.
quick turnaround. 6
Only
lifters in
six
this
lifters.
fight.
1 minute.
This is where the fitness at this
Yeah,
coming
so-
from training. Yeah.
This is where it gets difficult and tactical as well. I mean, you've only got several minutes between lifts, not a lot of time to recovery. It takes at least 3 minutes
Yes.
to recover to about 80%.
So he's gone up 10 kilo from his opener.
Yeah, 252.5. This should be fairly manageable for him as well. You know, 255.5 earlier this year. And that was in May, so he's had plenty of time.
No.
He's just come a little bit forward on that, hasn't he?
Yes.
262.5 kgs on the bar.
Just let the bar push him a little bit forward there, as you can see.
Yeah.
And there his
You
hips
can see
pop
bar
back.
going forward. That's, yeah.
Yeah, his hips pop back and the chest comes forward and couldn't stand that up, but he'll fix that on his next
with
lift.
those weights, it's got to be precise. The technique has
Yeah.
got to be right.
Once you
Otherwise-
drop out of line,
yeah, there's no
you're
way
not
you're putting
gonna
it back.
you're not going to manage 262.5 and just muscle it through. So Chunling Wang, Chinese Taipei, looking at 262.5.
Yeah.
So this will be interesting because he's had an up and down sort of couple of years. World Championships last year, he didn't register a squat.
Okay.
He did a 250 2016. He's done 260.5 2016. So he's done these sorts of weights, but he's been
Has he got
inconsistent.
it right? Yeah. The big occasion.
Let's see if he can be consistent today.
No.
Just didn't get the bounce out of the sleeve there.
He didn't use the rubs, did he? You got to get the rubs for the bottom to bounce out of it.
Yeah, if you watch his first squat, he really dropped into the hole and got the bounce. In that one, he didn't drop into the hole and just couldn't get the momentum coming back up. So Yosuke Satake from Japan now looking at 262.5.
Up 12.5 kilo.
Yeah, 12.5 kilo jump is fairly conservative for an equipped lift.
Yes.
So at the World Juniors this year, did 252.5. A little bit shaky on the knees there, stepping out. Drops into the hole.
And drive. Yeah, that looks good.
And let's see what the referees say. Two
Good
white
one.
lights. That's enough. Yi Chun Lin from Chinese Taipei also looking for 262.5.
Are they also fighting for medals in the discipline?
There are going to be a few challenges, so
Yeah,
we're going to see. We're certainly going to see.
They're very close, apart from the top two.
Yeah, we're certainly going to see Franklin and Fedosienko battle it out there for the gold medal.
This is in this squad we're talking about, yeah.
And Franklin Leon is just going to have to be super consistent.
Yeah, he is.
To try and challenge Fedosienko. 262.5 on the bar. Not his most confident walkout I've ever seen, but it was steady. Drops into the hole and he stands that up very fast. He's got a very quick lift.
Yes.
3 white lights. It's funny when we often coach the squat, we tell our athletes, a quick lift is a good lift. Not giving the referees too much time to think about that.
Yeah.
Here comes Franklin Leon now from Ecuador, 280 kilograms. So he's looking for 280 on his second attempt, and Fedosienko will be looking at 285. These guys are going to battle out for that gold medal in the squat. Be interested to see what their third attempts are.
That's got the key.
Is Franklin Leon going to push?
Will they go for the gold medal or will they go for the world record? Yeah. 616 pounds.
So he's got 30 seconds left on the clock to start his lift. He has got those knee wraps as tight as he can get them. Going to get every little bit out of it that he can. Well, a little bit trouble locking the knees out there. He's going to time out, I think.
He got the signal, so
he
he's
got
okay.
the call. Drops into the hole. He's got room to move.
Yes, I think so. Yes, he has 3 white lights.
200.
And here comes Sergei Fedosienko from Russia, 285 kilograms for a second attempt. You can see he's put a bit more on those knee wraps this time round as well.
Yeah, the first one just to get him on the board. I think this is weight.
Tighten everything up a little bit for the next one.
Absolutely, yeah.
If you're new to equipped lifting and you're watching at home, it's so tactical as well.
Yeah.
So much power in these guys, and then the little tiny little adjustments in the equipment just to get that little bit extra.
Yeah.
And you'll watch as they come out for their second and their third lifts, and you'll see things are tighter.
And this is 627 pounds.
An absolutely monstrous lift.
Monster weight.
He's only 15 kilos away from the world record.
Body weight of 59.
Locks it out ready at the start. A little bit shaky in the bottom. No problem standing up though.
No problem at all, yeah.
Been a little bit slower than he wanted.
No,
he sunk a bit slow, but he gets 2 white lights.
Your right hand side.
It's on the board.
Thank you.
All right, so Franklin Leon has put in a 287.5 for his third attempt.
Could well be going for the gold
He
medal,
looked like
maybe.
he's chasing down the gold medal. And Christopher Tran has 252.5 for his third attempt. He missed this on his second. Just let his hips pop.
He didn't? Yeah, he went forward.
Yeah, bent forward, hips pop back a little bit.
Yeah, he
The
just needs
bar
to
pushed him
control a
forward.
bit more this time.
Followed in 1 minute.
Just really needs to focus on keeping that chest up and those hips in position. And Fedosienko's put in 295. So going after the gold medal, playing the long game today.
Yeah, it makes sense. You're here for the gold medal. Yeah,
Playing
gold
the
medal
playing the
overall.
long game. He
Yeah.
knows that Franklin Leon, if he's consistent, can challenge him for that overall gold medal. So he's going to play the safe game and looking at the whole day and not just the squat.
Just one.
So Christopher Tran, 252.5. That looked better, but he just can't quite get the bounce there. His hips were certainly in a better position, but he just couldn't get the momentum out of the bottom. So he'll have to settle for 242.5 today. So Chun Lin Wang then from Chinese Taipei looking at 262.5.
Yeah, he also missed his second, so again with him, it was just not no drive for the bottom, if I can remember.
Just couldn't get the power out of the bottom, couldn't get the speed.
Followed in
So you need to use the ropes a little bit more this time.
Yeah, you looked at his first lift. His first
Yeah.
lift, he really sunk down
Absolutely.
and bounced into the hole. And his second lift, though, he just didn't
sit
really
there, just sit and
didn't
you
really
can't
use that
push
bounce.
that way to get driving.
Yeah, at 59 kilos, you're not going to muscle 262.5.
Not at all.
for the second round.
Okay, this time.
I'm sure his coach has been out the back telling him how to fix this. And Chinese Taipei, their team gets bigger and bigger and stronger every World Championship event.
That's better. Oh,
Just didn't quite get the depth in there, and so didn't get the bounce, but he'll have to settle.
again.
Yeah.
First attempt. 250, yeah?
Yeah, so he'll have to settle for 250. But Yi Chung Lin from Chinese Taipei, he wants 267.5. So depending on Tataki from Japan, Yi Chung could end up with a bronze medal for the squat.
Yes, it could be.
So this will put him into the bronze medal position temporarily. And this will be a personal best for him as well. His previous best lift at 265. Now looking for 267.5. And get a really good idea of his confidence as he walks out.
Now it's a mind game, isn't it?
So
You
that
get
was
that
a
mind-
very
mind
quick
and body.
walkout
Yeah.
compared to usual.
He's working. Oh,
But he just
almost.
couldn't quite get through that midsection. He had good
He's got
momentum, but just couldn't follow through. So he is currently in the bronze medal position for the squat on body weight. He's a fraction lighter than the Japanese lifter, but Yusuke Sataki is looking at 275 to go for that bronze medal. And this will give him the bronze medal in the squat. And again, this is a massive personal best for him.
Give up the bronze medal in squats.
Adding 15 kilograms to his best lift.
Timeout. No more changing for the second group. Leo.
And you can see just how much tighter they've got those knee wraps.
Yeah.
They've twisted the suit legs a little bit.
Absolutely. Just get every little inch you can get from the suit
Everything he
and the
can.
wraps. Yeah, absolutely. $275, 606 pounds.
For a bronze medal in the squat. Just didn't get a bounce there, did he? Just
didn't look deep enough order from there.
287.5 kgs.
So Chinese Taipei then will take away the bronze medal.
And body weight, Good.
And now Franklin
There goes
Leon,
the top two.
287.5.
Will go up in the top.
And this will shoot him into the gold medal position temporarily.
For the moment.
For the squat.
As you saw on the scoreboard, his PB
And his first two lifts have been consistent. And if he can be consistent throughout the day, he gives himself a pretty good chance at building a total to challenge Fedosyenko for that gold medal overall.
If there's a good lift, up on the top. Fedosyenko, you're the last lifter in the 59 kg class.
So this is going to be a personal best and temporarily put him into the gold medal position.
Yeah. 634 pounds.
So we did a 280 earlier this year.
Oh, he's can't balance himself. He's still got time. Is he? No. He's
timed out.
Is he timed out? Oh, he's timed out.
He is timed out. He's going to be extremely disappointed with that.
Yeah. I know it's only 6 minutes and it's going around, but he had to be timed out and that's such an important lift.
That's going to hurt a little bit.
Lit.
So Fedosyenko now looking for 295 and a best lift for him. Previous best being 285. And now wanting to add to that. So he already has the gold medal in the squat.
Yep.
And this is going to
overall
and make it that a little bit harder for anyone to peg him down. You know, we look at the predicted totals already. If he's consistent throughout, he's going to be very, very difficult for Franklin Leon to get anywhere near him.
One in each one. One the squat, one the bench press, one the deadlift. I think will give him the gold medal. I think. Anyway, can you get this one?
Depth looks good.
Oh, yes.
He stands it up well.
Oh, yes.
It was a little quicker into the hole that lift than it was on his first two.
2 to 1.
He gets the 2 white lights and he's on the board with 295 and a gold medal in the squat. And he has just stamped his authority in the 59 kilo class. We are going to move straight into the 66 kilo class now. And Hudson Lima from Brazil looking at open at 265. Just a smidge under his personal best of 270.
Okay, 5 kilo below. Yeah.
The spotters and loaders already having to work hard this morning.
Oh dear. Yeah.
Here he goes.
And here comes Lima from Brazil, 265.
Give it a round of applause, please. Lima, Brazil. Savolainen, Finland. Prepare yourself.
Trying to get his campaign underway.
Get that first one on the board.
Get those first lift nerves out.
Absolutely. Good setup. Lock the knees. Perfect. Looks a good opener.
That looks nice and quick. Let's see what the referees say. And it's 3 white lights.
That's a good lift.
And if you're listening, watching at home, you hear Ralph talking about locking the knees out. One of the rules is that before they can get that squat command, the knees have to be in that locked position.
And also Martin must be at the completion and lift the knee must also be locked as well.
Absolutely. So you've got to come up to that finishing position as
and
well.
then lock knees as well.
Antti Savalainen from Finland, 265.
Extremely good lifter. For many years, he's been around.
So another great lifter that competes raw and equipped.
Yes.
So competed in Canada this year in the raw, 222.5. And 277.5 at the World Championships in 2017. So 265 should be well manageable.
Yep.
And he handles that. An easy morning in the office there at 3 white lights. Zhang Ting Sai, Chinese Taipei, also wanting 265.
And Jim, he was elected into Lifters Hall of Fame yesterday, so you can give him an extra round of applause for that also. Here he comes. Got a TV on 280 kilo.
A 265 on the bar. Just to give you some idea at home, the world record for the 66 kilo is 326 kilograms.
Oh, wow. What a weight. He was awarded the Hall of Fame last night at the...
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it says the new Hall of Fame.
Fantastic.
For, athlete, well deserved.
Oh, drops that into the hole.
That should be good.
Absolutely textbook. And it is, it's 3 white lights. That was textbook equipped lifting right there.
270 kilo on the bar.
Eric Oshie from Brazil, 270 kilograms. So hit a 265 earlier this year in July.
Next lifter.
Actually did 2.775 last year at the World Championships.
Yeah. Just under 600 pounds.
So 270. 270 should be quite manageable.
Should be
for an
comfortable.
open.
Yeah.
Good. A little bit shaky on the walk out there.
Ooh, yeah.
Just struggling to get in
lock up,
position. Now he's locked off. Gets the squat command.
Struggling.
Ooh, just can't get that line, but he managed to get back
fight
up
it
somehow.
Through. Yeah. And he's got it, 3 wide.
Hats off to him.
Yes.
That was a tough
Just
lift.
was in line, the line was out, and he's had to fight it.
Just couldn't get the bar path right, but somehow he managed to stand that back up. And if you're watching all around the world, we're also running live on the Olympic channel at the moment, which is an absolutely fantastic moment for IPF powerlifting.
What it is. We've got to move forward for the IPF.
And James Vang from the US of A looking at 270 kilograms.
Again, 595 pounds.
So under his best lift from the US APL Championships this year at 280. So he finished first in his weight class.
Good depth. That should be a
big
comfortable
smile on his
for him.
face. And it is 3 white lights.
Still 270 on the bar.
He'll be happy with that. Yusuke Kyuchi from Japan looking at 270 as well. And of course, a big welcome to all our viewers around the globe. Being broadcast all around the world and now on the Olympic channel as well.
Yes.
I feel like I should have put a tie on for the Olympic channel.
10 minutes break between squats and the bench.
270 kilograms. So competed at the World Junior Championships.
What
and
is
now,
here?
and now competing in the World Open Championships.
Good depth. Oh, that looks comfortable.
That should be good. And it is.
Yes, that was a good lift.
I remember commentating at the World Junior Championships this year
South Africa?
and in South Africa, and we were talking about how some of these junior lifters, they're winning junior championships and they're competing competitively and winning open championships. It's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, we was discussing this yesterday at our General Assembly.
Such young guys.
The difference between the juniors and the open now is very close. So
the sport is changing and
certainly
progressing.
moving on, yeah.
Mariusz Grotowski from Poland, 275. And he is a man to watch. Been a consistent
He'll be there
lifter.
at your bite at the end. But,
He will be there all the way. Just slowly chipping away at that total. Yeah, that was an easy opening lift. I mean, he did a 285.
no, the referee don't like it.
Not deep enough.
Set 2 red lights, not depth. For depth, not deep enough.
280 kgs on the bar.
So just not getting
And
down
just
below knee.
explain, Gary, that the rules state that the top of the hip joint must go below the top of the knee. So when a referee looks at the squat for depth, they're looking at the hip joint in comparison to the top of the knees. So
And just
it's
not
not
quite
very
getting
red
down there.
yeah,
So Vicky Arianto looking for 280. From Indonesia. And I think he actually has a best lift of 300. I think. Don't quote me on that.
okay, but 280 is a big opener.
He certainly has the legs to squat.
Oh, yeah.
Great technique.
Yeah, you could well be right, Mark.
line was absolutely
well be
spot
right.
on.
Yes.
He's so cool, calm and collected, isn't he?
Yeah.
285 kgs on the bar. Red light for Hassan and Belgadi. Box. Loading 1 minute. Belgadi box. Got the TV on 290.
Hassan. He could be there. If you get his squat in, he could be a danger for the title. He's a big fight at the European this year if he was watching.
Yeah, Hassan has been such a fantastic
was
lifter.
Fantastic. So,
And looking for 285. Now, if you're
Yeah.
watching this at home on Facebook and you want to watch this in high definition, we are broadcasting on the Olympic channel.
oh, is that to work for this? Ooh.
And he just couldn't quite push that through. So
Did
that
his
is a
knee
no
went forward a
lift.
little bit?
It looks like, we'll get the replay in a second, but it looks like he just got his knees out of line there.
Yeah,
And he
it comes in
did.
a little bit, yeah. The power's gone once you do that. The idea is to try to keep the knees outwards. Fight against it.
Push
keep the
those knees out.
Yeah.
1 minute. Sergey Glatz.
So the Olympic channel, if you want to watch this on HD, and we are broadcasting on the Olympic channel, not on YouTube. If you want to watch it in high definition, you can go to the IPF website and find the link there to take you to the Olympic channel. An absolutely fantastic moment for world powerlifting,
Yeah.
IPF powerlifting around the
Yes.
world.
Yes.
And Sergey Gladkic from Russia, 295 kilograms, a monstrous opening lift.
He's looking for revenge today because he lost the title to Hassan in May
He
at the European.
is looking to put his mark back on the board.
This should be a bottle.
This man has a massive history of world championships.
Oh, yes. That's an easy opener.
And it is a day at the office. And it should have been easy. He has a best lift of 320. So we'll come around for our second attempt now with Antti Savolainen from Finland at 275 kilograms.
PV and squat is 278 kilo.
And this is a really big event and a really big deal for IPF and these World Championships to be broadcasting on the Olympic Channel.
I think we're probably the first non-Olympic sport to be broadcasting on the Olympic channel. So this is a big moment for the IPF in their march forward for IOC recognition.
And in high definition, so you can watch that on your smart TV at home.
Yeah.
275 kilograms on the bar. It's got the big 13 mil SBD belt there with the patent belt buckle.
Okay. Nice descent. Oh, that's comfortable.
Yeah, very comfortable.
That was
second
even better
lift.
than first opener.
Looks like he's got those nerves out of the way, and he puts 275 on the board. And Hudson Lima from Brazil wants 277 and a half. Wants to add a bit of weight to that personal best of his. His personal best before this was 270.
Yeah, so 7.5 kilos.
Looking to add to that. His opening lift was certainly solid.
Trying for the PB. 277.5 kgs.
I certainly love the look of those 5 red Alico plates
Yes,
lined up on the bar.
Impressive, very impressive.
Five Alico waffles.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later. And it, just went backwards.
Couldn't quite get it. Lifted that chest up a bit too fast.
Yeah.
Pushed him back. Good job from the spotters there. They read that well.
280 kgs on the bar.
Yeah, we had our General Assembly yesterday at the Alico headquarters.
Oh, fantastic.
What an impressive place. What an impressive place, yeah.
That would have been an absolute... Did you put any souvenirs in your carry-on?
And we talk about sometime about the General Assembly yesterday. That was a long, hard day yesterday.
Mario Skotowski from Poland, 280 kilograms. So he missed his opening lift at 275. He's opted to go for 280. And we sometimes see this in equipped lifting.
Was it depth or was it just didn't get the...
Just didn't quite get depth.
Okay.
And we often see this in equipped lifting, added that little bit of extra weight to push down through the knee wraps. Sometimes it's not a case that the weight was too difficult to handle. It's a case of just
get that,
didn't quite push down enough. And that's going to be very close as well. And it's enough. 2 white lights. He's on the board. So the decision there to add that few extra kilos was a smart one.
Enough to push him down.
Eric Oshie from Brazil, 280 kilograms.
An increase of 10 kilo from his opener, which again should be comfortable. His opener was good.
280.
He's got some previous best lifts. Back in 2012, he was pushing out the 312s and 310s. But since then, hasn't quite been in that area. But I imagine 280 should be quite comfortable. It's quite a wide stance. It certainly is.
Yeah.
Very comfortable. His coach looks pretty happy with that. 2 white lights, it's on the board.
280 on the bar record for James
So James Vang now from the US of A, looking at 280 kilograms.
Again, a 10 kilo increase from his first.
Yeah, and 10 kilo increase
Yeah, you
is,
put his body weight.
yeah,
It's not.
and it's
Come.
fairly conservative
Yeah.
for an equipped lift. And you'll often watch equipped lifting, you'll see some bigger jumps. They'll open quite light.
As the week goes by, we will see this happen.
And we certainly will. And make some adjustments to your equipment. You can take those slightly bigger jumps in equipped lifting than you can in brawl. But 280 for a 66 kilo lifter. And Glad Kick has put in a 305 for his second attempt. Takes that deep breath in.
Yes. Slow drive from the bottom. That looks good.
That looks like a solid lift.
That was a good finding, James.
And the referees say yes.
Perfect squat, yeah.
Absolutely spot on the money there.
Still 280 on the bar.
So 280 stays on the bar for Yusuke Gucci from Japan.
1 minute. Gucci, Japan.
So you'll often hear us talking about timed out, or we've got 30 seconds left to complete. So once the bar is loaded, called, they have 1 minute to start their lift. And although 1 minute doesn't seem like long, it's actually quite,
goes wrong quite fast.
when you're out on the platform.
Yeah. The idea is once the lifter in front of you is finished, you should be ready to go on the platform. And I always say try and spend the full minute on the platform. If
Yeah,
you need
use
to
the time
yeah,
that you've
use
got.
the time to get used to the work.
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't rush it.
rush it, you're in trouble. Yeah.
And you will see, I'm sure throughout this competition, we'll see some lifters rush their setup.
Not a good idea.
And you will see sometimes that will cause them some problems. But this young man here,
Looks easy.
Didn't look good from here.
Referees, all three referees say you are not deep enough.
All three referees says not deep enough.
not deep enough.
Look at the hip joint against the top of the knees. You can see it's
And he's just cutting
about
it short
level.
there.
It's about level parallel, we say. You need to go a bit deeper.
Just didn't look confident on the weight
didn't.
there. So pulled it up a little bit short. So Sung Ting Sai from Chinese Taipei looking for 280 kilograms. And of course, if you are watching this at home in high definition on your smart TV on the Olympic channel, obviously a big shout out to Viva Media for these fantastic broadcasts.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
Two
good
white
one.
lights on the board.
285
Now the big man, Hassan.
Now he needs it.
Lametti.
He needs this. He don't want to wait for his third to get one in.
Yeah,
Needs
so
this.
missed this on his opening
Yeah.
lift. Now
I think
needs
he
to put it on the
that
board.
technique. His knees went in. I think, and he needs to
Yeah, he
really
just
get those knees outwards and
Got
use the
everything
hips.
out of line,
Yeah.
got off balance.
I'm sure that the coach would have make adjustment. Alan Haman, one of the top powerlifting coach in the IPF.
Yeah, look, and it's certainly not a problem with weight. I mean, he hit 292 and a half for a World Masters record this year at the European Championships.
But if he's gonna win, if you're gonna win the world title today, he needs to get this one.
That looks better.
It looks better, but was it deep
Was
enough?
it deep enough? Let's wait and see.
Oh,
And
yes,
it was.
good
Two
one.
whites. A quick
Well
lift is
done.
a good lift.
Didn't look quite deep from here.
Gets
We're looking at the
himself-
screen, yeah.
Gets
He's on the
himself
ball.
out of trouble.
kgs on the bar record for Vicky Arianto.
So Vicky Arianto from Indonesia, 297 and a half.
17.5 kilo increase. Big increase.
Decent increase for a 66 lifter, but he does have a best of 300 kilograms,
Yeah,
so
so that's within.
we're quite
within
within
his
striking
capabilities.
range.
600 was 606, 656.
And of course, whilst he's setting up, a big thank you to our major sponsors, Alico, who have stood behind IPF for so long now.
For so many
and of course,
years,
you guys were just there at the Alico headquarters there, Uplift and SBD.
This is one of our new sponsor. So yeah,
we couldn't do any of this
No.
without their support. And they're not just great sponsors. They are great for powerlifting. Alico, SBD, the best in the world. And
equipment, yeah. Nice.
Gets into the hole
He's
well.
working.
Just got stuck in the midsection there. Had good momentum out of the bottom, but just couldn't follow through with it.
305 kgs on the bar.
Sergey Gladkick from Russia, 305 kilograms for a second lift.
Lima, you prepare yourself.
He wants to get as much on his squat as possible because Hassan got a big deadlift at the end.
He wants to open that gap up as much as he can right at the start and set himself up for the end. And here he comes, 305 on the bar. And if you see an Alico bar starting to bend, you know it's heavy.
It's a lot of weight on it.
Because they don't bend.
No. One of the best, they are the best bar in the world, for sure. Control. Oh, yes.
Wow. Just made 305 look easy and gets 2 white lights to put it on the board. He is going to open that gap up as much as he can. Turn around to the French and say, come and get me.
Come and get me, yeah.
Hudson Lima from Brazil, 277.5. So missed this on his second attempt. Just got all out of line and all over the shop. But now wants to redeem a 277.5.
Yeah, he went backwards as he's driving.
Yeah,
hips went backwards and
chest came up a little bit too high. So his previous personal best was 270. Tried to crack it on the second. And it didn't look like on his second attempt that the weight was a major issue
No,
for
it was the technique that let him down. He just got to get that technique right.
You can see.
And again, this is where
he looks a little awkward.
Yeah,
in
it
that
does a
walk
bit.
out.
Keep the technique right through the hips. That's much better.
That looks better. He stood it back up. Let's see what the referees say.
2-1.
2 whites. He's on the board.
Personal best.
280 kilo on the bar ring in Finland.
Yeah, you can see the hips driving through the chest. Keep
Much better.
Yeah.
And Gladkick has put in a 3:15 for his second, for his
Yeah,
third attempt.
I think so. It's conservatively.
Yeah, that's.
I don't think he will attempt a world record
no,
today.
that's a very,
Yeah,
very
he wants to
smart
win
move.
the title.
Yeah, he wants that title back.
Absolutely.
He wants the championship belt. Antti Savalainen from Finland, 280 kilograms, a nice little 5 kilo jump there. And I think that's probably a smart third lift there.
Yeah.
He's 275.
He's trying to build as well.
Yeah,
because
it wasn't
big
super
deadlift.
tough, but it was certainly might not have been 10 kilos left in the tank.
He was comfortable. But again, I think he's looking over the overall to try and
his
build.
overall total is sitting, in the predicted totals, he's sitting in quite a good position to challenge for a medal. And you've got to just chip away at that total.
Yeah. It's like building a house, a brick by brick, you know.
One step at a time.
Absolutely. That looks easy.
He handled
looks
the weight
comfortable.
well. Let's see what the referees say. And 3 white lights on the board at 280. James Vanning from the US of A looking for 285. Another nice little 5 kilo jump.
Yeah, 5 kilo.
Yuchi next leader.
The general rule in powerlifting, your first one should be a nice, easy opener. Your second attempt is what you're looking for in training.
Yep,
And
your
your third one should be a bonus. You know,
third's your
Take a big-
opportunity to take a little bit of crack at a personal best,
Yeah.
as he's doing here. So this will be 5 kilos on top of his previous personal best. Looking for 285 and playing a smart long game, being consistent, getting them on the board and seeing what happens to everyone else. And that's the thing with powerlifting. It can be so unpredictable. If you're consistent, you can find yourself walking away with a medal.
Absolutely. You get 9 for 9, now you're going to be there or thereabouts.
You've given yourself a shot.
Yeah, that's good.
And this
Again.
looks
Is he
good.
locked?
He just got a little bit off at the top there. Did he lock his knees back
don't
out?
know.
And
He's
two
got
of the
it.
refs said he has.
I don't think he was locked.
That's
yeah.
enough.
Let's look at the replay. I don't think he was locked tight.
85 kilo on the bar. Record for Suzuki.
He's got the descent.
Japan.
He was very smooth
Yeah,
all
that
the
was
way
in.
through.
That was in. Did he lock the knees?
1 minute. Yuchi,
Nah. To me, he was still.
Yeah,
was going
I think it's
forward, but
difficult
it's
to tell
okay,
from the
it's
camera
okay.
angles and these angles.
He's got it
And
2-1, so it's
2
okay.
to 1 is on the board. And Yusuke Kuchi from Japan also looking at 285 and a personal best. So missed 280 on his second. Now looking for
Was that for depth?
285.
Can't remember if there was depth on that one. So maybe the extra 5 kilo might
Give
push
him that
him
little
down.
bit
I can't
extra
remember.
spring.
Yeah. Yes, it was depth. It was depth. I remember.
This will give him a little bit of extra
Yeah,
push and a
to
little bit
push
extra
down.
spring out of the bottom. Let's see if it works.
It was deeper. No.
No, just couldn't get
Yeah,
down there
got
to
in
get
the hole.
the. And equipped lifting, you really got to get into that hole to use the knee wraps. Otherwise, it's pointless even wearing them. So you've got to really use them. He'll be a little bit disappointed with that. But Sung Ting Sai from Chinese Taipei now looking at 285 as well.
1 minute. Chinese Taipei.
So now that will temporarily put him into the bronze medal position for the squat on body weight.
On body weight. Correct.
With several lifters to come after him. And you never know what can happen in powerlifting.
Unpredictable.
.285 on the bar, using up as much of that time as he can. Gets his set up very well. It just looks a little bit awkward
he's
through
fighting.
there.
Yeah.
Let's see if he got depth. And he
Yes.
did.
Got
He
it.
got down there. He managed to get through that somehow, and he gets it on the board and puts himself temporarily into that medal contention. And Mario Skratowski now looking for 290. So that temporarily puts Sai into the silver medal position.
Yeah.
But of course, we've got several lifters to come. So Mario Skratowski now from Poland looking at 290.
Second position for the moment in the squad.
They did 285 last year at the World Championships. And this will be a best lift for him.
Personal best? Okay. And this will put him into temporary silver?
This will temporarily put him in a silver.
Come on, now,
He's having to work for it. He gets it back to the top.
Marius, and sorry.
And
No.
not quite deep enough.
Two red lights.
Once again, it's going to be
So Sai from Chinese Taipei hangs on to that silver medal at the moment with only a few lifters to go. And Eric Osher, he wants 290 as well.
For the moment, to the second place in the squad.
So this will be a recent personal best, but he has actually lifted well over this back in 2012.
In the same body weight, or has he gone down a body weight?
So in 2012, though, he was in the 74 kilos.
Okay.
So he's dropped into the 66s
Yes.
now.
Oh, fighting it. Has got it, I think.
He gets it back to the top. He looks very confident.
Yes.
3 white lights. It's on the board. 290. And that'll jump him up into the silver medal position. And Sai will jump down into the bronze medal position for the squat. But Hassan El Boughetti from France now, 295 kilograms for
And
a
he
personal
needs
best.
this one to
He
keep
needs
the
it
pressure.
and he wants it. He wants to
Yeah.
keep that pressure on glad kick.
To be a silver medal in the squad.
And he needs to put this on the board if he wants to.
Oh, it's a world masters.
This is a World
Masters.
Masters record. 295 kilograms. Day one,
Yeah.
second flight. We've already got a world record attempt. So hats off to this amazing sport. We have a Masters 1 record.
Yeah.
Competing in the Opens,
Open,
challenging for the
for
World
world title.
Championship. Absolutely fantastic. So if you're not familiar with powerlifting age groups, M1 is 40 to 49.
He's working
Plenty
it.
of speed through the bottom.
He's got it up. Has he got the lights?
No, not quite deep enough. He'll miss out on that. And that is going to open up the gap a
That
little
could
bit
hurt him a
more.
bit. That could hurt him.
Gladke's sitting in the background now thinking that's going to give me a little bit more
Breathing
leeway.
space. But I wouldn't count on that because, like I said, he's a big puller in the
Still
deadlift.
got bench and deadlift to
Yeah.
come. Vicky Arianto from Indonesia, 297.5. And he wants a medal here. He missed 297.5 on his second. It was a big jump from 280. And now looking at for the third attempt. If he gets this, it'll slide him up there into the silver medal position for the squat. But he is going to have to work for it. Let's have a look at his walkout and just how confident he is under the bar.
Looks comfortable.
Yeah,
It's locked
certainly
up,
didn't
yep.
have any problems there with the walkout. Got good control through the descent there. Ooh, he's not getting down very deep. Let's
Has to
see if
fight
it was
it.
deep enough. Remember at home, we do have a different
No.
angle here, but no, he wasn't deep enough. So Sai from Chinese Taipei is going to go home with a bronze medal in the
In the
squat.
squat, yeah.
And we said that, you've got to be consistent. You put them on the board and you can go home with some jewelry. But Sergey Gladkick now from Russia looking at 315, wanting to really assert his dominance
He
here
wants to open that
today.
gap. He wants to really widen that gap and not leave it to the deadlift to decide the
So
title.
his previous
Yeah.
best was 310. Now looking at
About 5 kilo.
315.
Which is again well within his scope. This 310 was comfortable.
Yeah, this
So this is just building, I think, building the total,
This is really putting himself.
I know he was very upset in May. He's really upset when he got beaten.
He wants it back.
So he would have come back here and thinks, well, I want to reclaim this today.
He really wants to take.
So it could be a battle. Could be a battle at the end.
He's
Yeah,
got to
he's
work for
working
it,
it.
but he's got it to the top. He's locked the knees back out, and the referees say
He's got it.
It is on the board at 315, and he is happy. I think that is the first time I've seen him smile coming off the platform. He is super happy with that one. He knows he's giving himself a shot at taking back this title. Well, that is the squat out of the road, but don't go too far away. Hold on to your seats. The action heats up here. We're going to be back in 10 minutes for the bench press.
See you in a while.
Welcome back for this fantastic session here in Hampstead for the IPF World Open Powerlifting Championships 2018. I'm Gary Williams, and I'm joined again by two-time Hall of Famer Ralph Farquharson.
Hi.
Boy, it's been heating up here already.
This is exciting, Martin. Why am I calling you Martin?
Well, I answer to anything, Ralph.
You look like Martin anyway. Hi, Martin, if you're watching. Sorry, Gary.
We are just about to get on our way with the bench press, and the action's heating up. And the 59 and the 66ers this morning in the men, and Fedoshenko in the 59 stamping his authority early, and Gladky the same. But if we look at the predicted totals, Gladky might find himself another challenger there in Chinese Taipei, sneaking up behind.
Could well do.
And we're underway with the bench press in the 59 kilo with Christopher Tran opening the campaign at 137.5. And you see there, he is wearing that slightly thinner belt, specifically for bench
press. To hold the shirt together?
The guys will often use a belt to hold that shirt down into position. Boy, he set up quick, didn't he? A little bit of a stumble through the power off the chest there.
Sorry, no lift.
And the referees have said it's a no lift as well. Looks like the bar might have dipped, did it? Or did his butt come off the bench?
Well, did you get red?
There were 2 red lights with blue cards.
Well, blue cards, just an uneven extension. It should be, yeah.
And you can see it just wobble through the midsection there. Jinlan Wang from Chinese Taipei, our next lifter, looking for 150 kilograms, well under his personal best. Just the jury having a conversation with one of the referees there.
I noticed we got 5 jury for this World Champ.
5 jury members. So at these World Championship events, we have a jury as well that has the access to the TV screens and the replays that we see. So if you get 2 red lights, the coach can actually go to the jury if he disagrees, and they can have a look at that and sustain it or overturn it. And Chung Lin Wang, Chinese Taipei, 150 kilograms.
Just to explain, I've got the jury. If there's a, they must discuss it among themselves, and there must be a majority before they can overturn it. Yeah. So it's been overturned.
It has been overturned. So Tran will get that lift on the board.
Jury overruled referee decision.
That was a nice lift, very fast. And he gets the 3 white lights.
160 kg on the bar record for
Yusuke Satake looking for 160.
Once again, Christopher Tran, you will have a due attempt at the end of the round. Balloting 1 minute. The jury overruled referee
Yusuke Satake from Japan, 160 kilograms. And you'll see throughout this session the shirts that they wear, they'll make these little tiny adjustments. They'll twist the sleeves, they'll pull the chest panels down as the weight gets a little bit heavier in their second or third attempts, and they'll try and get a little bit more out of that shirt. And if you're watching at home and you're new to equipped powerlifting, it's quite a bit different than raw, but there is so much power and strength. The shirt gives you that nice little quick burst of speed off the chest, but after that, it's up to you. And he gets that on the board easily. So Franklin Leon from Ecuador wanting 165. And just a smidge under his personal best of 170. We're really looking to hope all these men get their first lifts on the board, and then they can start.
It's always wonderful to see first column all in green.
All green on our scoreboard sheet.
You will notice a lot of lifters got their feet on the bench to get in the arch. This was one of the rule change yesterday and went to the Congress, but again it was thrown out. So the rule stands as is. They can still put their feet on the bench to get the arch.
So what they're doing is they're trying to put their shoulders as far under as they can, with their chest as high as they can. And there's a couple of reasons. He gets the 3 white lights and he's on the
Yeah,
board.
it's good.
There's a couple of reasons they do it like that. Is they want to get that arch as tight as they can so that all the energy, all the force is going to the bar. And the other reason is they want to get their chest as high as they can so they don't have to move the bar very far.
Yeah, so there's a lot of advantage to it.
Reduce that
But like I
range
said,
of
this
motion.
was one of the proposals to have it changed at the Congress.
And that was
Unfortunately,
overturned.
they got voted out,
Yep.
so the rule stands. So
Yi Chun Lin, Chinese Taipei, 165.
oh, that's comfortable.
No problems whatsoever with that lift. And we're just waiting for the referee's lights to confirm that, and it's 3 white lights.
190 kilo on the bar.
So Fedosienko will be next, and Christopher Tran gets a re-lift at the end of this round
Yes, because
for his first attempt. Sergei Fedosienko from Russia looking at 190 kilograms. So we will make sure we give you the calls on the referees. Our feed has just momentarily lost the referees' lights, but we will make sure you know what they are as it happens. So Sergei Fedosienko, 190 kilograms, wants to put this on the board and say, if you want the championship, come and get it.
yes, this could almost guarantee him the gold medal. Get one squat in, one deadlift in, sorry. Oh, yes.
And that was absolute textbook, as you'd expect, and he gets 3 white lights.
World class.
So Christopher Tran now gets his another attempt at his first attempt, and this is a tough one because this can actually play on a negative way to a lifter. So all of a sudden now you're doing 4 bench presses instead of 3. So it's a bit of an advantage. He gets a second to go at it, but on the other side it can also really
Work against him, yeah.
tear down the energy for the deadlifts. So 137.5. And getting those shoulders in as deep as he can.
That looks good.
It looks a lot better. Having a little bit of trouble through the midsection there, but he gets the 3 white lights.
Stop.
So now we come in to Chun Ling weighing at 162.5 from Chinese Taipei.
Now you can roll the bar on 142.5 kilo.
So Christopher Tran now will be the first lifter for the second round, but because he did a re-lift, he has 4 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, he has to have 4 minutes. Yeah,
And he can take that lift any time within that 4 minutes.
That means that
And he doesn't have to wait till the last minute. He can take it any time he wants. But because he is the first lifter, he had a re-lift at the end of the round. He now has that 4 minutes on the
And
clock.
he's the lightest weight in the next round. So
he has
it's
to be
again
first in the round.
Work against you, yeah.
So he can take that in any moment in the 4 minutes. I imagine he's going to roll it down as much as he can.
As long as possible to get that
Because
recovery.
this is really going to play on his deadlift as well. So whilst we wait for Christopher Tran from the US of A, we have a big shout out to all of our sponsors, of course, Alico, the makers of the finest powerlifting and weightlifting equipment on the planet, and of course, makers of the finest Alico waffle irons on the planet as well.
That I didn't know, Gary.
And Uplift, who are an absolutely fantastic online coaching platform, really particular about who actually coaches on their platform as well. So you have got the best quality coaches that you could find all around the world. So look up Uplift, have a search for some coaches. SBD, who make absolutely amazing products. You see the guys wearing the belts, the sleeves, the suits. everything, and they really are top quality products for equipment and using for your lifting. Of course, big shout out to the IPF who put on these amazing events. It's been absolutely incredible. Rogue, who stands behind the IPF now as well. We see the Rogue plates and some of the Rogue equipments in some competitions. And the great thing about using Alico equipment at all the events is it doesn't matter where you are in the world, what event it is, it's exactly the same weight every single time.
Athletes get the same opportunity to... Yes,
yeah, every athlete has the same opportunity. You're not going to a different competition, and there's no argument about, well, you know, was it exactly that, was it this? It's the same every time.
Yeah. And it's one of the biggest things about the IPF working to standardize lift worldwide.
Yeah, and it
No
does.
matter which
It
region
makes
you
a
are.
difference. You know, it doesn't matter where you are in the world, where you're competing, whether it's a local
Africa,
competition,
America,
national, international.
Asia. Yeah, absolutely right.
It
And that's how we
is.
should be.
Yeah, it
if
is
we
the
are going to
same every
recognize
time.
as an elite sport.
Yeah, and if you've never used Alico equipment, get a chance to grab onto an Alico bar and do a deadlift. You'll feel the difference.
Oh,
It's
right
a
away.
very, very different deadlift, and you'll feel that waffle line knurling on that bar, and I'm sure your hands will thank you for it later. It is the best grip on any bar I've ever felt in my life. It certainly set the standard for equipment, really.
Yeah, sure.
And also a big shout out to Homestead, and we're here at the Homestead Arena, and it is an absolutely fantastic venue. It is benchmark.
Oh, it is, yeah. It's
and the guys worked tirelessly through the night to make
night,
sure all
this morning,
this was ready.
I came into the venue about 9 o'clock and they were still working.
And they just wanted to make sure
prepare.
everything was perfect.
Oh, yeah.
And
Wonderful.
it certainly looks the standard. And here comes Christopher Tran. He's run that clock down as much as he can now.
Yeah. Rightly so.
So at 1:42.5 for his second attempt.
From your next lifter.
So bear in mind he has only had a few minutes to recover from his last lift. And he's handled that like a true champion. And that should be 3 white lights, and it is. So now Chunling weighing Chinese Taipei 162.5.
12.5 kilo increase from his second.
Yeah, this will be a personal best for him as well.
RPV?
160 is previous best. So did a 152.5 last year at the World Championships. Now looking for 162.5.
Big arch, shoulder
If you're
bar.
watching that setup at home, and you can see
drop the hips down, and the bench. That's good. Keep the hips. Yep.
You can see that light that was coming through as he sets up. That's the referees can see if the butt comes off the ground, off the bench.
That looks good.
That was pretty quick for a 162.5, and it's 3 white lights on the board.
Yeah, when you talk about the butt off the bench, when the side referees are looking for it, if any daylight, you can see daylight between the butts, then it's a no lift.
Yeah, it certainly makes it a lot easier.
Yeah.
So Yusuke Sataki from Japan, 170 kilograms. A little bit under his personal best of 175.
That's good.
Dragging it through that shirt. Gets good power off the chest.
That looks good.
That should be a good lift. Let's wait and see. And it is.
Get a blue.
Gets a blue from the head referee there. Was that downward movement on the bar?
Could be downward movements. Let's have a look.
Difficult to see from this angle.
Just very slight.
And that is it precisely why we have 3 referees. Franklin Leon from Ecuador, 172.5.
Leon Franklin.
I think a big congratulations to go to the speaker, Johnny Whitlam, who was awarded the Hall of Fame last night at the Congress. Well
Fantastic.
done to the speaker, Johnny.
We are surrounded
By Hall of Famers.
greatness here in Halmstad. Franklin Leon, 172.5.
That's good.
Handles that very, very well.
Yes.
3 white lights. And just a reminder, if you are watching on Facebook, we're not broadcasting on the YouTube channel. We are broadcasting for the first time in IPF history on the Olympic channel, and you can find the link on the IPF website and watch it at home in high definition. So you can watch it on your smart TV, you can watch it on your iPad, on your phone, watch it anywhere and get all the action live on the Olympic channel. Yi Chun Lin, Chinese Taipei, 172.5.
And we try to do our best to give you all the action as it happens.
$172.5.
Should be. Should be good. No,
2 red lights.
Got blues. The downward movements. Well,
I think it might have been. Looks like he had. Yeah,
yes,
looks like the bar dropped down. So the bar can come up unevenly.
Yes.
But it can't go back down at all.
Whole, the width of the bar must not go down.
All right, Sergey Fedosienko looking for 200 kilograms. And just to put it in perspective, the current world record is 205 kilograms.
Oh, wow. So this is what?
5
kilo
kilos
below.
off the world record. So we might just see him nudge that.
Depending on how this goes.
Be nice to see him chip the bar and just nudge that 205 a little bit. But let's have a look at his 200, and this will give us a good idea of where he's going to go.
Okay, he's trying to get that big arch. Get the shoulders under the bar.
And he has put himself in a really good position today that he has the opportunity to go for a world record without risking anything.
Oh, yes.
And that just flew up.
Yeah.
And he gets the 2 white lights that's on the board.
So did somebody see his butt came off the bench? I don't know, but
let's have a look at the replay.
Look. Yeah, maybe,
It may have been a little flicker there from one side, and he's picked that up, but you have 3 referees, and you need 2 white lights, and he got them.
And he's got them, he's on the board, and he's got the opportunity to go for the world record. So what do you need, 205.5 maybe?
205.5 will give him the world record, and he's put himself in a great spot because his predicted total is so far out ahead now that if he can have an attempt at a world record without risking that championship.
Absolutely right.
But Christopher Tran now at 147.5, and this is a tough lift for him. He's had to already lift 3 times.
Yeah, in very quick
and
succession.
A quick turnaround.
He's fighting it.
He had to work for it, but he gets it to the top. It looks smooth.
Yes.
And he gets the 2 white lights.
172.5
So Chun Lin Wang from Chinese Taipei wants 172.5 on the bar. Says loaded up. I'm going to add a massive 12.5 kilos to my personal best. And he has, Fedosienko has put in 205.5 to nudge that world record.
Yeah.
And if his 200,
I'd be surprised if he didn't go for that.
If his 200 is anything to go by, it's going on the board. Wants to take himself home some jewelry and an extra bonus in the bag today.
And don't forget, he's also fighting for the best lifter, overall best lifter. And I think
that is,
he'd be hard to beat if he gets all this lifting
tough.
Today.
Chun Lin Wang, Chinese Taipei, 172.5. And he's plenty of speed off the chest. It was a little uneven, which is okay, but did the bar move down, and he gets the 2 red lights, and he knows exactly what for. The bar dipped a little bit and his butt came off the bench there.
177.5 kgs on the bar. Record for Frank.
And you can
Yeah,
see
got
that
that down.
problem.
1 minute.
Good calls from the referees there. Franklin Leon looking for 1,775, and he wants to take home a silver medal in the bench press. But Sataki from Japan wants the challenge for that silver as well. So 1,775, which will put him in the silver medal position temporarily. Franklin Leon from Ecuador. He's having to work, couldn't lock it out. So he is currently in the silver medal position.
Yeah.
And Yi Chung Lin now is looking for 1,775, which will put him in the silver medal position if he gets it. Yep. Now it's interesting though, because Yi Chung Lin missed 172.5 on his second, which was a equal personal best.
Yeah, and
now looking for
5.
1,775.
That's brave.
But you can see, look how much they've
Is that
tightened
just
that shirt
because
up.
the shirt? Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Look how much they've twisted those sleeves and pulled that chest in. It is so much tighter on this lift. He's actually going to have to work to get it down to his chest. And you can see he has had to work. Speed off the chest, and that was so much better.
Yes,
And he has, and he puts him in the silver medal position. But Yusuke Sataki from Japan says he wants the silver medal, and he's put 180 on the bar. So he's gone 160, 170, now for a personal best of 180. And again, you can see how they pull the chest down in that shirt. Look how tight that is across the chest. And this is where it gets so tactical. You've got to get it just right. You don't want it so tight that you can't pull it down to your chest.
Yeah, a line to
and
push
you
through.
really have to pull it
gotta
down.
keep
You
it.
can see that there. Gets it there. Gets a good speed off the chest and
I
back to
think
the
he's
top
got it.
very fast. That should give him the silver medal in the bench press, and
And
it
he has.
does. 3 white lights, but now Sergey Fedosienko for a world record attempt, 205.5. He wants to stamp his authority today and say, I am the world champion, come and get me. So his personal best, previously 205, world record, now looking at 205.5.
Here we go.
And here it comes, 205.5.
New open world record.
His 200 was super fast.
It was. If everything goes well, I think he'll get this.
And in equipped benching, a 5 kilo jump isn't a big jump in equipped lifting. No. You can see he's setting up with blocks under his feet. Athletes are allowed to use blocks.
Get that big drive from the chest.
Good speed off the chest. It looks good.
Should be a new world record. Yes, it is.
And he has 3 white lights and a new world record under his belt, and the gold medal in the bench press as well. What a morning we've had so far.
Absolutely.
And we move straight in now to the 66 kilo bench press. Hassan El-Boughetti from France looking at 165. He's had an up and down sort of morning.
Yes, his squat didn't go as planned. He missed, he only got 1 squat in. But he needs to get 3 bench press if he's going to have any opportunity.
He wants to put any pressure on in that top 3. He's really going to have to be consistent through the bench press.
You need 3 good bench. Bench press is not his strong point, so he need to really select, pick his poundages correctly and get sure he gets 3 good benches. He needs just 1.
Yeah, he's got to be consistent.
Had to fight for that one. Should get it.
Yes, that's a good lift for
He gets it on the board. You certainly don't want to be working that hard for an opening lift, though, do you?
Not really.
So to give you some idea, the world record for this class is 220.5.
Wow.
And the big Polish Rotowski is opening at 215. But our next lift, Yusuke Kuchi from Japan, looking at 170 kilograms. And here he comes. Getting himself set up there.
Get the big arch. Make sure the feet is...
Looking for 170. Really gets that chest up, doesn't he?
Yeah, high as possible. Reduce the length of the arms in trouble. Oh, yes, that looks good.
Plenty of speed off the chest there. Slowed down a little bit through the middle, but certainly didn't look like he was in any trouble. And gets the 3 white lights, so it's on the board. Hudson Lima from Brazil, 177.5. Just a smidge under his personal best. Using up all the time he can to get set up. And you'll see some of these guys setting up for their bench, and they will use every bit they've got.
Like I say, look how high
he's got those shoulders so far under. And the idea of that arch is to get that system super tight.
Absolutely.
You don't want the body moving around when you're pressing that bar. All the energy you want going into the bar.
And it's drive through the feet, through the thighs, through the arms. And that looks good.
Gets it back to the top. A little bit slower than probably wanted, but he gets the 3 white lights. So Vicky Arianto from Indonesia now looking at 180 kilograms.
Before the rule was changed some time ago, lifters was not allowed to move your feet.
That's correct. I remember.
Yeah. So, but we fight to have it changed because when a lifter slide along the floor, he lose power.
Yep.
He actually lose power. So why do they get disqualified?
Yeah, it certainly isn't an advantage. And providing the foot doesn't actually come off the ground.
You can slide.
The slide of the foot now in the new rules is actually okay. And as Ralph said, it's not an advantage in any way whatsoever.
Disadvantage to the lifter.
If you're new to powerlifting and you're benching in the gym, have a look at how we lift in powerlifting and see the drive that we actually put through the feet and through the legs.
Power to the feet, yeah.
It's a whole body lift. And he has a very nice setup there.
Looks good. Oh,
very quick.
Perfect.
Handled that like a real professional and gets the 3 white lights and it's on the board.
One of the good things about the live stream, Gary, that lifters watching at home can go back and on demand and look over again, slow it down, just to watch the technique.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you're trying to progress in powerlifting, you want to be watching these guys. This is the world champion. This is the best in the world.
This is the best you're going to see, And if
you
want to learn for the best.
These are the guys you want to watch. And Eric Oshie from Brazil wants 190. Spotters and loaders doing an absolutely fantastic job today.
What fantastic work they do.
It is tough work out there too. And that should be 3 white lights. He's got 2 white lights. It's on the board and a yellow light for just lifting his butt, I think.
Maybe.
Might be a little bit of movement there.
Yeah, a little bit of movement, I don't think. Yeah. We talk about the spotters again, Gary. spotters now can be trained. You cannot come out the gym and say, I'm going to do some spotting anymore.
Yep, these guys are all put through sessions.
They have to learn how to catch a bar, when to catch a bar, because lifters are lifting so much weight now that they need to be safe. You're coming off a world record. You want to know if you missed it.
And we really do put safety first, and these guys do a great job.
Paramount.
James Vang from the US of A, 190 kilograms. Just under his personal best. I think his personal best yet, 200 kilograms.
Okay.
No, James Vang, I think personal best is 192.5. I'm not quite sure what they flashed up on the screen there. Sugar Ray from Viva Media playing with the buttons. Just couldn't quite get that into the right position. He just came down to the wrong position there. So couldn't actually use the power of the shirt. And you watch he comes down there, and you can see the bar gets away.
Okay, is that the way the short is set up?
So it looks like when you're using a bench shirt, and if you're at home, you've never used a bench shirt before, they have a mind of their own. So you've got to pull the bar down to where you want it. If you let the shirt take control, it'll put it somewhere else.
You're in charge.
Yep, and in the way back up, it does the same thing. So you've got to fight the weight, you've got to fight the shirt.
So again, we talk about this, and when we do coach education, it's using the equipment. It's not just putting a shirt on.
No, it's a learned thing to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Antti Savalainen from Finland, 192.5. Now, I might have heard in the break that he just recently broke a Finnish record as well.
Okay, that looks good. Confident.
That looks solid. And it is 3 white lights. Sergei Gladkic from Russia, 195. There's a few athletes that are nipping at his heels, and Sai from Chinese Taipei is one of them. If you look at the predicted totals, he is just sitting only 5 kilos behind him. So Sergei is going to have to be really vigilant and consistent through this bench press session.
He's going to have to pick his poundage.
Not taking any risks.
Nope. So it could be firework at the end.
That's a great thing about powerlifting.
Yes.
You think one guy's coming after you, before you know it, there's someone else coming out looking to take away that world championship. And Sergei, another lifter with that thinner belt for bench press. The thinner belt just allows him to get that arch into position. That looks pretty good. Looks like a good opening lift. He's pretty confident. 3 white lights. Now, Sung Ting Sai from Chinese Taipei looks at 205 kilograms. Now, he did 210 last year at the World Championships, so 205 is well within grasp. And he also holds a record at 211.
Yeah. He's been lifting for many years, so I remember seeing him maybe 10 years ago more. So it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, so he actually won the Asian Powerlifting Championships way back in 2011.
No, they are, yeah. That looks good.
Yeah, gives the bar a little bit of pat, says thank you very much, I'll have that one. And it's on the board. Wow, Mariusz Grotowski from Poland opening at a massive 215.
Is it 5 kilo below the best?
5.5 kilos under the world record.
And his first attempt.
So he might be thinking about, do I look at taking the record today?
Yeah.
Let's have a look at 215 and see how it goes.
I mean, normally a 5 kilo jump would be normal. So
yeah, not a big jump in equipped lifting.
No.
It's certainly within grasp. He did 215 at the World Championships last year.
Right.
So he's had a year to work on that.
Huge weight.
Remember, these guys are weighing under 66 kilos. A little bit crooked coming down. The shirt just getting the better of him there.
Work for it. Has he
There
locked it out?
might have been a little bit of downward movement. Let's see what the referees say.
Yeah, you're right,
And there
you're right.
was.
Very
The
well
bar
spotted.
just dipped. The shirt sort of took control there, and he had to bring it back, but just couldn't do it quick enough. We're seeing the replay. He really struggled to get it to his chest.
Yeah, you could see it. Yeah. Did he sort of lost the line as well because the line was going forward?
Yeah, once that
bring it over the shoulders.
once that bar started to move around,
Yeah.
it makes it very, very difficult for him.
With that sort of weight. Yeah.
Hassan El Bagheti from France looking at 170 for a personal best.
Yeah, he needs this
It's going to be
Wants to get this one on the board.
to get back in the battle for the overall.
Yeah, he's got a bit of work to do, a bit of fighting on his hands to get back in.
Was a bit tight on the
But
first
he
one.
needs to
But he needs to get this one.
be consistent. He just lost all his tightness there.
lift. But you have
He's going to be disappointed with that. He's having a bit of an off day today.
Yeah. The whole chest is collapsing. Let's
Yeah,
go.
he just lost all his tightness, and once that goes,
Gone.
there is certainly no coming back. Yusuke Gucci from Japan, 180 kilograms. Did a 175 the World Junior Championships in South Africa this year. Incidentally, he actually won the gold medal there
Okay.
and set a World Junior deadlift record. So quite a competitor.
Very impressive junior. Yeah. Is he now the junior? Or is he a senior? And now is he still a junior? Well, he would be still a junior. Yeah, of course.
And we all know the Japanese are very, very well known for their bench press. He's had to work hard
At
there.
the end, it's
Let's
good.
see if it
Should be
went
good.
straight up. And he gets the 2 white lights, and it's enough. One referee there just suggesting there's a bit of a downward movement. You can certainly catch that from that side.
Yeah, I think he's right. A little bit of movement, yeah. He's got it 2-1.
Hudson Lima from Brazil looking for a personal best of 185.
Trying for a new PB attempt, 185 kilo on the bench. Nice. Fun, next lifter.
So 185 on the bar. You know, this is a tough weight class, the 66s with bench press. You know, you've got 185 on the bar. It's so technically with the bench shirts with this sort of weight. Too tight, and you're not going to get it down to your chest.
Too loose.
Too loose, you're not going to get it off your chest.
You need that and really get
And
that.
it has to be just right.
Absolutely.
And I have no doubt that later on this week we'll see what happens if it's too tight. Gets the start command.
The bar must touch.
And he has got that just right by the look of it.
Should be a good lift.
And it is.
That's a good lift.
And again, just to say that when the bar touches chest, it must be motionless. In other words, the bar must stop at the chest before the referee gives a signal to press.
Yeah, so the bar has to come down, touch the chest, and stop completely. So the faster you stop it, the quicker you get that call.
Absolutely.
You don't want to be hanging down there too long.
No.
James Vang from the US of A looking at 190 kilograms. He missed this on his opening lift. Wants to redeem himself.
Next lifter.
There's so much technology going into these bench shirts these days. If you go back 20 years and you look at the bench shirts, they were just tight pieces of canvas.
Yeah. Now it's totally
Now
different.
there's so much science going into them, the designs. That looks better. Got a much better line on the bar
That's
there.
it. No.
And no
He's got
lift.
yellows.
Looks-
Two yellows, so buttocks off the bench, I think. Maybe
Let's
just
have a look at the replay.
I think he will find that is.
And there it is. Butt lifts off the bench.
Can't see it from here, but I think he was off the bench, yeah.
Just a little bit of daylight there. Eric Oshie from Brazil, 197.5. A little bit of a smidge under his personal best of 200 kilograms.
Oh yes, personal best, yeah, 200, yeah.
So did a 192.5 this year at the local championships. A 207.5 back in 2012.
What was that at a higher body weight? Did you say
That was in the 74s.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
190 in 2017 at the World Championships in the 66 kilos. Plenty of experience under the bar, and he shows it today.
Yes.
Absolutely nails it,
he's
and
uppy.
he is ecstatic with 3 white lights.
So we could see a new PB on his third.
So Vicky Arianto from Indonesia now looking at 197.5 as well. This will be a massive personal best for him.
Best, 180.
Adding 17.5 kilograms to his personal best. And great to see so many countries represented here this week.
It is truly an international championship.
Yeah, IPF is really
it's growing
the benchmark of international powerlifting with well over 100 nations now.
Yeah.
The chief referee there, Heinrich from South Africa, just telling the lifter there his hands have to be covering that 81 centimetre mark on the bar. That's as far out as you can come. Having to work through the middle, but he gets it back to the top. Let's see what they say.
Yes, he has.
And he gets the 3 white lights.
Just to talk a bit about the grip of the bar, there's an 81 centimeter between the center of the bar, and the hands must cover that bar. You can be inside it, but you cannot be outside.
Cannot be outside.
What he was saying is you need to bring your hand a little bit in to cover that that mark. Yeah.
Antti Savalainen from Finland wants 200 kilograms.
This equal his personal best, I think.
European.
This will equal his PB, yeah.
Record attempt in the bench for Master 1 for Antti Savalainen, Finland.
No, correction, he has actually done a 202.5 in 2017.
Oh.
World Championships.
Yes, should be a good lift.
Good lift. Congratulations.
And he gets it on the board. Now, Sergei Glagkik from Russia, 205 kilograms.
1 minute. Latish, Russia.
He is maintaining consistency.
Yutovsky, next lifter.
We'll call him Mr. Consistent today.
Mr. Consistent. I think he's here to do a job. He's here for the world title, and I think that's what he's doing.
That is his plan. He's playing the long game.
He's building.
He is not worrying about what anyone else is putting in for their numbers. This is his plan. He's sticking to it. And he'll stick to that plan right down to the 3rd deadlift, where he'll make decisions if he has to. But 205 is on the bar. Great technique on that lift.
Yeah. Should
Got
be a
it
good
straight
lift.
down to his chest. Got a nice quick call and gets it on the board with 3 white lights.
215 kgs on the bar record for
Mariusz Grotowski now for 215. Missed it on his opening attempt. He needs to put this one on the board.
He do, because he don't want to leave it to his 3rd attempt.
Otherwise, he
with
is
pressure.
going to be under all sorts of pressure. And remember, if you're watching at home, you have to get an attempt on the board in each discipline to get a total.
Yes, correct.
And if you've broken any records, you have to get an attempt in each category for your record to count as well.
Correct.
So he doesn't want to be putting himself under pressure for his third lift. A little better on the way down. Gets plenty of speed off the chest. That looks a lot better that time.
Yes.
3 white lights. That was what we were expecting. And now Sung Ting Sai has put 215 on the bar for his second lift. This is a big jump.
10 kilos.
And he has come out here and he said, well, you know what, Sergey? I'm going to take a run.
He's got
I'm going to have a bit of a run there.
Best is 211.
Yeah, he has a Type A record.
Okay. 215. Big bench press.
And he has done 215 before as well, so he should handle this. And he does. Big smile on his face. Hasn't even racked the bar and he's smiling. He gets the 3 white lights. He is laying down the gauntlet and just chipping away at that total. And we'll come around for the third attempt with Hassan El Baghetti from France, looking for 170 kilograms.
You need to get this. Really important lift for him. If he doesn't get this, I really don't think he can put it back at the end.
He's got to put this one on the board if he wants to give himself a chance. You know, and powerlifting is one of those sports where you can have competitions that just don't go your way.
Yeah, those odd days.
Everything,
done the training.
Everything might have been fantastic in training. That looks better. He's having to work for it, but I think he's got it on the board. That should be a good lift, and it is.
Well done.
3 white lights.
His coach is saying yes.
And
need
a
that one.
big sigh of relief. And Yosuke Kuchi from Japan now looking at 185. And Sai from Chinese Taipei has put in for his third attempt a world record at 221.
2-1.
And so has Grotowski as well at 221.
Oh, there's 2 going.
So that will be interesting.
The battle is on. Folks, this is powerlifting at its very, very best.
We've got a battle for a world record. We've got a battle for the gold medal.
You will not see anything better anywhere in the world.
And Gladkick is playing the smart, long game. He said, you can put in your 221. I'm putting my 212 and a half.
Absolutely.
And I'll see you in the deadlifts.
Absolutely. Control.
Good control.
Right
good speed off the chest. He's having to work, but he locks it at the top. And it's on the board. It should be, and it is 3 white lights.
190 kgs on the bar record for
Hudson Lima from Brazil, 190 kilograms.
1 minute, Lima, Brazil. From Mexico.
And this will be a massive 10 kilo personal best for him.
Absolutely.
Just a reminder, if you're watching on Facebook at home, get on the IPF website, check out the link to the Olympic channel and watch it in high definition for the first time ever on the Olympic channel, the live stream. An absolutely fantastic moment in the history of international powerlifting. And right now, 190 kilograms for Hudson Lima from Brazil.
10 kilo personal best. 10 kilo one.
So we've got a great little battle there for the medals. With Sai Grotowski battling it out for the gold medal. Gladsky sitting there in the bronze medal position. quite happy to take the bronze medal.
Time.
Looking at
Looking
the
at the
end
big
game.
picture.
Sorry.
So it looks like he has a no left. He'll be a little bit disappointed
three
with that.
all yellows. So
Time out.
So he timed out.
190 kilo on the
he
bar.
timed out. Okay.
Record for James Fong, USA. Bar loading.
And 3 red lights cannot be challenged with the jury box in any circumstance. So James Vang from the USA looking at 190 kilograms, just a smidge under his personal best, but he has missed his opening lift. He has missed his second lift.
So this is a must, yeah.
He has
Exactly.
put
Needs
himself
this one.
under enormous pressure
Absolutely.
to get this on the board, or his total does not count. Cannot register a total
Nope.
without a lift in all 3 disciplines.
So he needs this.
And this is why picking that opening lift is
So important. Come on. You can get it. Everything must be tight.
Better control.
And drive.
That looks better.
Has he got it?
Not sure if he locked it out. Let's wait and see.
Yes,
He
the referee
does. He
said
gets
yes.
the 2 white lights and breathes a sigh of relief there. Just saves his skin. And Antti Savolainen from Finland, 202.5.
Bar loading, 1 minute. Antti Savolainen.
Just a smidge over his personal best.
Did you say he's already done 202?
I am quite sure
Okay.
he has done 202 in the past. His nominated personal best was 200.
Yeah.
And he did a 202.5 last year at the World Championships.
Okay. In Classic, or was it in
Equipped World
Equipped?
Championships in
Okay.
Pilsen last year,
Pilsen?
where we did our first commentary session
Yes,
together,
we
Ralph.
did. We did. I remember well.
Massive arch.
Yeah. Big drive.
Gets it off the chest and works it
got
to the
it.
top. That should be 3 white lights.
Yes.
And it is on the board.
Still 205.
Vicky Arianto with 202.5 as well. So no changes to the bar. The spotters and loaders will be breathing a sigh of relief. They get a rest between this one. 202.5 on the bar.
And as you can see,
And a big,
wow.
big personal best. He's already
22
broken his
and a half?
personal best. He hit 180, which was equal to his personal best. 197.5 for his second. And now looking to better that again at 202.5, which is a nice little conservative jump. So 202.5. Having to really work that down. You can see the shirt
Big
just
drive.
fighting him there.
Lock the elbows.
I think
Yeah.
we might get a bit of downward movement. Let's wait and see what the
think so?
referees say.
No.
But no, they get the 3
No, 3
white
white
lights. It's on the
Well done.
board.
Congratulations.
He battled that shirt all the way.
205 kilo on the bar.
And Eric Oshie wants 205 from Brazil.
Bar loading, 1 minute. Receive Brazil. He's trying to raise
This
his
will
PB
give
to
him a personal best in the 66 kilo class. $205 kilograms on the bar.
No.
And you could
Look at it too heavy.
You could see as he brought that bar down to his chest, and it was very easy to pull through the shirt. Not quite tight enough.
Kedis, record for
And here comes Sergei Glakik doing his job today. 212.5 kilos.
bar loading.
Hasn't been sucking into the other games that everyone else is playing.
Yeah,
He
he's
is just
coming
doing his
for
job.
a title. He's going to build.
Quite happy
Yeah.
for the other guys to go after
Yeah,
the
can
gold
take the
medal
gold medal in the bench press.
He wants the world championship today. 212.5. So did a 212.5 last year at the Russian Open Championships. Did a 210 last year at the World Championships.
Yes.
And
I
it
think he's
should
got
be
it.
good. Let's wait and see what the referees say. And it is 3 white lights, the bronze medal in the bench press. And now we have a world record attempt. Mariusz Grotowski for a world record attempt at 221 kilograms. Previous record standing at 220.5. And for those of you at home, the world record attempts, you can chip the bar with the small increments, 0.5 kilograms.
That's it,
All other attempts have to be 2.5 kilo rises, but a world record, you can raise it by 0.5 of a kilogram.
Correct. So this is a world record attempt in the
221 kilograms
21
on the
kilo.
bar. He
Now,
missed his open at 215.
If he gets this, he's the holder, because the next person
That's right.
has to go.
First
220.
one.
It's the taker. Yeah. So this is for the world record.
First one gets it. 221.
World
It's a
record
tough ask,
attempt.
though. He hasn't had the best day on bench. But it
He's
looks
going.
like he's got this one. Has he got it on the board? And he does with 3 white lights at 221. A new world record. And Sung Tin Sai, of course, has changed his lift.
Yeah.
221.5 for a world record attempt. So 2 world record attempts within 2 minutes.
Back to back of each other.
The only way it could be better than that would be 3 world record attempts in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
No stranger to records.
Yeah. He got the Hall of Fame last night, so he won the world record
And
today.
now
That's
he's
fantastic.
showing us
Yeah.
why he's a Hall of Famer.
Absolutely, world-class lifter.
You could see his coach was waiting in the wings there, waiting for Grotowski to finish his lift
to increase,
and throw it straight in.
Here we go. For a new world record. Big drive, big
Fast
drive.
off the chest. I
He's
think
got
he's got
it.
it on the board. And he has a new world record again at 221.
Back-to-back world record.
Wow, 221 kilos, then 221.5.
First
That
morning up at World
doesn't
Championship.
get better than this. Day 1, records dropping left, right, and centre. Don't go too far away, because in 10 minutes' time, we'll have the deadlift. And we'll be watching these guys battle it out
This
for those
is where the
final
title
positions.
win and loss, is it?
See you in 10 minutes. Hold on to your seats. We'll be right
Bye for
back.
now.
Welcome back to Halmstad, Sweden for the IPF World Open Powerlifting Championships 2018. And we are at an absolutely fantastic venue and the action is going absolutely crazy here. We just had 2 world records, 2:21 from Grotowski for the world record. And then because you can't have that same world record again, jumps automatically to 21.5, and Chinese Taipei took the 2:21.5, and he's absolutely laying down the gauntlet for Gladkick and chasing him down, and we're into the deadlifts. We're only a minute 10 seconds away from starting, so a huge shout out to our sponsors, of course, Alico. I know I talk about this all the time, but they really are the absolute benchmark in products and equipment for weightlifting and powerlifting around the world.
Correct.
There is nothing better on the market. You cannot beat it. It is those plates. Go to the gym. If you've got an Alico plate, go to your gym, weigh an Alico plate, weigh a standard plate, and you'll see the difference. Those Alico plates are spot on calibrated.
So they're right to the final.
You know when you put a 25 kilo plate, those beautiful red plates on the bar, you know it's 25 kilograms. You know? And the bar itself is calibrated as well.
Special machine that's
everything's calibrated. The clips that hold the plates on are calibrated, so everything is spot on the money. You know exactly what you're lifting, and you'll see when they load the bars that it's actually calculated in for the end clips as well, which are 2.5 kilos each as well. And we are just 7 seconds away from Franklin and Leon coming out in the 59 kilos to open at 225 kilograms. And we are going to see some
This is where the fireworks really start. This is where the medals
It is going to come
overall
down
medals
to the very last lift. And you'll see, and we've talked about this a few times over the last few competitions, you'll see some of the lifters using knee sleeves in the deadlift. They can use the knee sleeves in all 3 lifts now if they want.
I just want to ask a question, Gary. Do you see a benefit from using knee sleeves?
We've talked about it a few times.
Okay.
I coach powerlifting as well.
Okay.
And that should be a good lift, and it is.
That's a good lift, yes.
And, it may provide some warmth. In some cases, it can be a bit of a disadvantage.
So it's not a psychological thing? It could be a psychological thing.
It's psychological. In some cases, we've seen it as a disadvantage. The bar actually gets caught on the knee sleeve and doesn't slide over as well. So it's an interesting choice, and it's one of those individual things, I think.
Of course. Here we go, then.
Yasuki Sataki for 230 kilograms.
You will notice lifters are using 2 style. This is called the sumo style, which is a wide stance. This is, again, we talk about a little bit more about this when you've done this lift. Drive, hip.
Stands it up very easily. Good opening lift there.
Go on, okay.
So Ralph was just saying we see the sumo stance with that wide stance lift and a conventional deadlift. There's no advantage, disadvantage either way. It really comes down to body type as well, limb length.
Also after the squat, you're using a different muscle group. So you're using the inner thighs and the hip joints rather than the back.
So you'll see, and you'll see later on this week, you'll see your taller lifters come out, and they'll be conventional lifters with the long arms. They've got the right levers for conventional lifting. Christopher Tran from the USA, 237.5, making it look like nothing. Gets the 2 white lights, and that's enough.
Now he's got a red, I think, because the bar slightly stopped at the hip. Before he touched the gut through.
Yeah, it looks like the head referee there just saw it drag up a little bit. Then weighing Chinese Taipei, looking for 240 kilos. Should be an easy opening lift for him.
255 is his personal best, so it should be.
I can't imagine he's going to have any problems with 240 kilograms.
Lin will be the next lifter.
Concentration.
245 at the World Championships last year.
Yeah, that was easy.
Yes.
So far, all these men hitting their opening lifts. Yi Chung Lin, 240 stays on the bar. And then Fedoshenko will be our next lifter after this at 245. All he needs to do is put that one on the board, and then he can relax and go after anything he wants.
Yep. I think he'll be keeping an eye on the overall best lifter of the
Absolutely.
championship. Yes. That's easy.
Handles that very well. Yeah, I imagine the Russian coaches out the back with the
Oh, yeah,
calculator.
calculator working it out, yeah. Put the formula in and see what he needs.
And here he comes. If you are just starting out in powerlifting and you're learning to deadlift, watch this man right here.
Yeah, a master technician.
245 kilograms.
Leon, the first lifter in the second round.
He's got like a semi sumo
Yeah,
in
he's
between
quite
both.
a bit of a closer stance,
Oh,
almost a
look at
strongman
that.
stance. And that looked extremely easy.
It's easy on that seven lifters.
Just to give you a bit of an idea how strong these 59 kilo lifters are, the world record is 275, I think.
One loading, 1 minute.
Yeah.
So, well, Franklin Leon from Ecuador is our next lifter at 235. So he hit a 237.5 this year. And the total record is 762.5.
Okay, total world record, yeah. I think that could go today as well. Yeah.
Handles that with no problems against the 3 white lights.
245 kgs. The mark, lifter Yusuku Satake, Japan.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, we might see Fedosienko sink that total record today, I think. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Our next lifter, Yusuke Satake from Japan, looking for 245. This may actually be a personal best. I think his previous best was 240 from the World Junior Championships this year.
Yes, white light. Oh, 2-1, okay. The center referee gave me red. I think the bar maybe stop at the top of the knees, all right?
Christopher Tran from the US of A, 247.5.
Just below his PB.
Following 1 minute, Christopher Tran, USA, 247.5 kgs.
247.5 kilograms. Oh, having to work hard through the midsection there. Just can't quite lock it out.
Yeah, it'd be all reds there, I think.
Yeah, just couldn't lock it at the top there. Just came a little bit forward midway through. Made it hard for himself.
The bar, stopped and it just get it moving.
Got good speed out of the bottom, but just couldn't follow it through. So Chanlin Wang from Chinese Taipei now, 255 kilograms.
This equal his personal best.
255 kilograms.
1 minute on the clock, please, Sasha. Bar loading, 1 minute.
563 pounds.
Weighed in today at 58.4, so this is massive.
Yeah.
Taking all the time he can.
That looks good.
Ooh, can he lock out that right knee?
Yes.
3 white lights he
Referee said
did.
yes.
Still 255.
Yi Chung Lin from Chinese Taipei also looking for 255.
In the same goal, prepare yourself.
Getting himself as focused as he can.
Get everything tight. Try it with the hips. Get the hips moving.
Ooh, that was tough. He got to the top.
Did he get it going? Did he lock it out?
It looks like he did,
Yes,
and
he
he
did.
does.
Well done.
Made that hard for himself. He
Yeah,
locked
he
those
did.
knees before he got his hips up.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see that. Yes,
He
correct.
made that
Yeah.
very hard for himself.
Because then you're using the shoulder and the upper back to pull. Yeah.
And now we have a world total record attempt here. This will put Fedosienko at 763 for a total with a
second
262 and a
attempt.
half on his second
Yeah, with
attempt.
one attempt to go.
And his 245 opener was super fast.
The bar is loading.
Yeah.
262 and a half for Sergei Fedosienko and a world total
Yeah.
record. And this is well within reach. He has a 274 world record deadlift.
Pound for pound, one of the best powerlifter in the world, for
Without doubt. He's taken that overall best lifter many times, multiple
Yeah.
world champion.
sure. Yes.
Gets it up.
Yes,
Gives
look
the
at top of the
Aligo
bar.
place the waffles a bit of a tap there, and he gets a world total record with one lift to come. We'll come around for our third round with Franklin Leon at 242 and a half.
I think it'd be hard to beat for the overall best lifter of the
It is going to be tough.
Yeah, gotta be hard to beat.
So what will he do for his third attempt? He already has the world championship in the bag.
He can take
has the
whatever he
total
wants.
record.
Whatever he wants.
Is he going to take a big jump and a crack at the deadlift world record?
What is
Let's
it?
wait and see. Let's see what he does. Franklin Leon, 240 kilograms.
It will still be Franklin Leon, Ecuador. As you know, they can change the last deadlift attempt twice.
And Fedosienko is playing the smart game. He wants that overall best lifter. He's put in 270.
Yeah, I think so.
Doesn't need another world record. He wants that
He
best
wants the
lifter.
overall best lifter. That's what he's got here for.
Following 1 minute.
Take the title and the best lifter of the week.
Yeah. Franklin Leon, 240 kilograms.
Hope you're enjoying watching this fantastic competition and the Olympic channel.
Broadcast in high definition.
Absolutely wonderful.
Get it on your big screen smart TV. Turn the volume up. It'll just be like being here. Live in your living room.
Dry. Oh,
Oh, just a bit off grip
is the bar
there.
misloaded? Because it looks as if.
Those no lifts. The bar was taken out of the store.
Is the bar misloaded?
5 kgs on the bar.
No, bar was loaded correctly. Just looks like he couldn't get any power out of that left-hand side.
Yeah, got one side go, but the other side
Just
didn't go anywhere.
Just didn't seem to get that left hand moving properly. So Christopher Tran now 247.5. Missed this on his second attempt. Just couldn't lock it at the top. And now looking to get it on the board at 247.5.
And already cleaned the bar. So the bar, is it loaded?
So we'll give him a 637.5 kilo total. And put him in sixth place at the moment. No.
Yeah, it started off a lot better, but just couldn't follow through. He's very disappointed with himself. Yusuke Satake from Japan looking for 260 kilograms.
260 kgs on the bar for Yusuke Satake, Japan.
And on any given day of the week, 260 kilograms would give you a gold medal
Yes, for sure.
in the
For
deadlift.
sure.
And here at the World Championships,
when you're up against some of the best power lifter pound for pound in the world, you
260 will give him a chance at the silver medal. So this will temporarily put him into the silver medal position.
In the deadlift.
And he is currently sitting third overall.
In the overall as well.
Totals.
Okay. So this is...
and he's a little bit lighter than Franklin Leon as well. So this will give him the bronze medal overall.
Big drive. Use the thigh. No.
Just
not going nowhere.
Can't get that
Bit
off
too heavy.
the board. But he certainly gave it everything he had. So
his day's done. He can go away, sit back, relax.
But he will go away with a bronze medal overall, though.
Absolutely.
And at this level of lifting, you have got to be happy with that.
Any sort of medal, it has to be.
Taking home some jewelry. Chun Ling weighing 265 kilograms for a personal best. And this will give him temporarily the silver medal, temporarily the gold medal in the deadlift.
In the deadlift, yes.
With 2 lifters to follow him.
The first place for the moment, deadlift.
He's matched his socks to the Eleiko plates there. Didn't help him though, it was just a little bit too much. So he is currently in the silver medal position for the deadlift. And now Yi Chung Lin from Chinese Taipei will look at 265, which will temporarily slingshot him into the gold medal position for the deadlift. And depending on the outcome, he will definitely have a silver medal for the deadlift if he gets this lift.
Yeah, correct.
And he'll
this
definitely
is
have
definitely silver medal, but possible gold.
Definitely has the bronze medal. And he is in second position overall, a silver medal at the World Championships here in Halmstad, Sweden. Super focused. Those world-renowned SBD knee sleeves, but he just couldn't get it off the ground. But he will take home a silver medal overall and a bronze medal for the deadlift. And here comes Sergei Fedosienko with 270 to break his previous total world record and to make the new one at 770.5 kilograms, an absolutely massive total to beat. And he is...
This is just incredible, isn't it? This is absolutely incredible.
And
watching at home, this is... It's off the scale.
History in the making.
Absolutely.
He is already the world champion. Doesn't matter what happens with this lift, he is the world champion. This one's the icing on the cake, and it's just a bit too much for him. But he is the world champion and the first world champion to be broadcast live on the Olympic channel.
Yes, of course.
For the IPF. And we move straight into the 66 kilo class now with Mariusz Grotowski from Poland at 250 kilograms. So in the 59s, Fedosienko takes the gold medal overall. Lin from Chinese Taipei with the silver medal, and Satagi from Japan with the bronze medal overall.
This could be a battle. This one
right
down to the wire
is going to come right down to the end, because Sin from Chinese Taipei is chomping at the heels of Gladkick, wanting to try and take away that world championship. But Mariusz Grotowski, 250 kilograms on the bar. He just broke the world record in bench press.
But have you taken away from him at the very least?
He held the world record for 30 seconds.
Yes, that's a good pull.
And he gets that one on the board.
maybe you can explain, Gary, about that.
Yeah, so as I was saying
Yeah.
earlier, the 221 kilo world record was set. You can't have two world record attempts the same number, so the next lifter in the lot automatically gets changed to 221.5.
You
So it's
can't.
an automatic
The
change.
coach cannot put an
It's
increase
an
in.
automatic change.
She has to be an open change. Yes, it was automatic. Yeah.
So both Ralph and I walked away after that,
Thinking about it,
asking
ask
each
the
other,
question.
thinking, I didn't think you could change your last
No.
lift, but they did.
It's against the rule, but yeah,
So it was
it's
an automatic change. But right now we have Eric Oshie from Brazil, 252.5 kilograms. Wants to get this opening lift on the board as easy as he can.
Yes.
Probably wasn't the cleanest lift I've ever seen, but he gets it on the board with 3 white lights. Got a little bit of a hip and knee problem in his left leg there, just motioning to his coach. The world record deadlift in this class is 317.5, and the total record
I think that could also go today. Could well go.
is 815.5 kilograms. And he gets that on the board at 252.5. It should be white lights all across, and it is.
That's a good lift for James. 270 kgs on the bar with Ricky Arianto, Indonesia.
Ricky Arianto from Indonesia, 270.5 kilograms. And just a reminder, if you're watching it on Facebook, get onto the IPF website. Go to the link that will take you to the Olympic channel and watch this in high definition for the first time in IPF history, broadcasting live all the action on the Olympic channel. An absolutely fantastic moment in history for the IPF.
Wherever you're watching the world, you can watch this on the Olympic channel.
270 kilograms on the bar for Vicky Arianto, and stands it up very easily, very quick.
Let's see. Sorry.
And gets
he
red lights.
Got one blue and one yellow.
We'll have a look at the replay here.
Lifter Sergey Rakic, Russia.
And you can see there, just before he gets the down command, just losing his balance a little bit.
Pity we didn't do all that work, and then at the very
got all
end,
the way to the top.
just could hold on to it.
And Sergey glide kick now. 270 kilograms
I
on
think
the
he's
bar.
here today for the gold medal. I really do.
He has a plan for the long game. He's not playing into any of the games that anyone else is playing. He is sticking to his plan. Not being pushed into anything.
Easy opener, yes.
Handles that like the champion he is, and puts it on the board. And just opens that gap up a little bit more to make it a little bit harder inside from Chinese Taipei to peg him down. Yusuke Ikuchi from Japan, 272.5 on the bar.
Lima next lifter.
$272.5 kilograms on the bar. And it shouldn't be too difficult. He has a world junior record of 290.5 kilograms.
Oh yes, that should be well within his scope. Nice. Use the hips. Yeah, beautiful.
And it is on the board with 3 white lights. Hudson Lima from Brazil, 277.5.
Lima, Brazil. Followed in 1 minute.
And this is a personal best for him. Previous best lift at 275.
Lima, Brazil.
And this will give him a best total as well.
Yeah, 7 Projected for 740. Yeah.
Certainly a nice way
Yeah.
to end a World Championship event.
He's coached by David. Is it Columbia? Columbia. Yeah. He's lifting on Wednesday. Been told me. Should be some firework there.
Coaching and lifting.
Coaching and lifting. Yeah.
You see
Great lifter.
You see a lot of these guys coaching, lifting, doing all sorts of things.
It's good that they're working with each other.
It is a tough gig, and yeah, we should mention a big thank you and hats off to all the referees,
Yes,
all the volunteers. I mean, some of these guys come here on their own pocket and their own time to put into the sport. So we should always make sure we're mentioning those, and spotters and loaders as well, the volunteers, and spending all day here. Antti Savalainen from Finland, 277.5.
he could be in the mix for the medal in the deadlift because he's a big puller.
He's certainly put himself in the right position to challenge for a medal here in the deadlift.
Whether enough will be big enough to get a medal in the overall, let's see.
Well, he's 277.5, looked like a warm-up.
That was easy.
Pulled the waffles out of the iron on that one.
Yeah, you got to be some
Chinese Taipei now.
You got to be some final deadlift here.
It's going to come down to the end. We've got 280 going on the bar now, and this is the young man who has decided he's going to lay down the gauntlet and see if he can challenge for that World Championship. But Gladkey is pulling further and further away, and he's going to be very, very tough to catch now. So 280 on the bar. Taking all the time he can, getting focused.
Oh, yes.
Gets it to the
top. That's a good one.
It's on the board.
Yes, that was a good
3 white lights. Hassan El Belgheti from France looking at 3:02.5.
Yeah, he's got some ground to make up. But like I said, he's a world record holder in the deadlift.
He certainly is.
So, you know, nothing is impossible.
He's made the work a bit hard for himself today.
Yeah,
early
a little
on.
bit, yeah. Misses squats.
But now he's going to have to really
gonna have to pull
be consistent
like
here.
he never pulled before. Yeah, let's see. You need that nice, easy opener. European champion. Get it tight. No.
Just can't quite get it moving.
Having a bad day.
Sorry.
Yeah, he's having a bad day today.
He's making it very, very hard for himself now. So we'll
Well, it's almost impossible for him.
Yeah, and it's such a shame. You know, powerlifting, but powerlifting is like that. You have to time your peaks.
Everything
Training
can
can go to going perfectly, but if you're peaking too early or too late, and it just doesn't happen on the day, or you might have had to cut weight for the weigh-in this morning, so you're dehydrated, you're down on food energy.
And sometimes it's better to turn up a championship just below peak, rather than the other way around. Yeah, if you over peak, you're going back down again, and there's nothing you can do to change it.
No, once it happens, that's it.
Yeah.
The Mariusz Krotowski now looking at 260 kilograms. Wants to get this one on the board.
Yeah, he needs this to put the pressure on. He needs this.
On the predicted totals, he's not that far away, the bronze medal.
Yes, I think he's got that.
He looks confident.
Yes.
Yeah, and he does. He gets the 3 white lights.
Still 260 on the bar.
And this puts him quite in contention
Within
there
striking
for the
distance,
bronze medal overall. Eric Oshie now looking at 260 kilograms.
Just to remind you at home, you can, on the third round, the last round of the deadlift, they allow 2 changes. So,
So that's
the coaches
only
can then,
discipline you can change.
yeah, they'll be at the back of the room working out what they need to
Yeah,
win
and you'll
body
see
weight.
all the coaches hanging around the
Absolutely.
change table ready to race in their change.
What I said is this is where the coaches earn their money. This is where they come into their own.
And you can change that weight right up until
the bar
they
is
call
loaded.
bar loaded. So Eric Oshie with 260 kilograms and having to work hard but just couldn't. And it looks like he cramped up a little bit there. And you start to see these guys, they've worked hard all day, you know, and they're a little dehydrated. Some of them had to cut weight.
Lose weight, yeah, of course.
And this is where it starts really taking effect. They get a few cramps here and there. So James Vang from the US of A looking at 265.
The PV of 272.5 in the deadlift.
.265 kilograms on the bar. Gets it to the top, gets the down command, and gets the 3 white lights on the board. Vicky Arianto from Indonesia, 280 kilo. Now he missed his opening lift at 270.
270, yeah.
So it's interesting to go up to 280.
I can't quite remember. Okay.
Very interesting decision. He has a personal best at 300 kilos, so he knows he's going to lift it. But it's an interesting decision, given that you have to put
you want the first one on the board, Then you can have a big jump, I think.
If it was bench press or squat, you can sort of understand that. Sometimes they use the extra weight to push through the equipment. A deadlift is a little bit different.
So he increases his opener to 280 from 270. And let's have a look. Good technique. Hips down, drive, hips,
It certainly looked
I
better.
think so, I think he's got that.
Well, whatever they did, it worked, because he got the 3 white lights on the board. I'll just stop talking now.
You must carry on coaching, Gary.
Russia, downloaded 1 minute.
Yeah, here we go.
Sergey Nike, 280 kilograms, and this will put him at 807.5 and make it very, very hard to catch.
It's going to be tight. It's going to be tight at the end.
Wants to put this one on the board, though.
Yeah, he needs this one. Nail this one and then sit back and see what the rest are taking. Yes.
And he does.
That looks good.
That should be white lights, and it is. 3 white lights on the board. And now he can watch what everyone else does. Now, when they put in their third attempt, you can sometimes see them put in an attempt that they really aren't intending to do, but it's to put them in the position to make the decision.
It's a game. It's a game of chess. The coaches are playing.
Yeah, you want to be lifting in a position or an order, but you've got to play it carefully. If you put in too much,
they can go take a poundage that they can't. So it's very, very clever. It's to be a coach at the back in this situation. It's really.
There's a lot of pressure.
Yes.
Yusuke Kuchi from Japan, 285. Just getting himself focused, get the timing right.
Drive from the hips. Yeah, that should be okay. No, he lost it.
Just can't quite hang on to it at the top there.
Sorry.
And that is a no lift.
2-1.
So Antti Savalainen from Finland, 287.5.
Downloaded 1 minute.
And this will temporarily put him into the gold medal position for the deadlift.
Deadlift, yes.
And he has
5th place overall.
He has been consistent.
Oh yes, all day.
and it might just pay off at the end. He might end up
He
walking
might just
away
decide
with
to
a
sit
deadlift
back
medal.
and then just wait and see, and then go for a big deadlift because he's a good puller.
He is a very good deadlifter. Could end up with a deadlift medal just from being consistent across the board.
Oh, yes.
And
oh, yes.
that was easy.
There's plenty more there.
That was like a walk in the park, and he gets the 3 white lights.
I think this is what the coach will do. They'll wait. They'll wait at the end.
They will
see.
wait, and I think he will pull for a medal.
They'll put a poundage in and just maybe change it a bit later. Yeah, see what he needs for a medal.
Hudson Lima from Brazil, 290 kilograms for an absolutely massive personal best.
Yeah. Yes.
And he is focused. He is walking up that ramp faster than I've seen him walk up that ramp all day. And this will shoot him temporarily into the gold medal position for the deadlift. He's had to work for it, but he's got it to the top. I don't think there's too much left in the tank there. But he doesn't need too much more for a medal. So now Zhang Ting Sai, Chinese Taipei, looking at 290. And this is a really important lift.
Absolutely.
Puts this on the board. He stays in touch with glad kick, but if he misses it, he opens up that gap.
Like I said, Gary, this could be a most important lift.
290 kilos. His opening lift of 280 was fast and clean.
Yeah, no, I don't think any problem with this, I don't think.
Second place in total. If this is a good lift, he will go up to the first place in deadlift.
Okay.
1 minute. Something shares. Chinese Taipei. El Bulgari. Prepare yourself.
290 on the bar.
This is mind and body working together in as one unit.
And you'll see these guys bend down.
Tight,
they'll
everything
take their
tight.
time.
Yeah. Use all the muscles. Dry hip drill.
Gets it to the top.
Oh, yes.
He is over the
He's
moon
on
with
fire.
that.
He's on fire.
He's having a great day today. And now Hassan El Baghetti from France, who has had an ordinary day at the office. It has been a tough day at the office for him.
For his standard, yes.
And now 302.5 and under so much pressure. This is a weight that shouldn't be given in trouble.
Normally could do this for maybe
and I wonder
7
if
days a week,
been other
any
things that
morning.
happened
Yeah,
leading up
just
to this
not
competition because he certainly isn't himself.
No, not on form today at all.
Yeah, he's certainly not the Hassan we're used to watching. And the room has gone silent.
Oh, that's better.
And that is more like it.
That's more like it. That's good.
Not as quick as you'd expect to see him do it, but he gets it on the board and gets himself out of trouble. We'll come around for our third and final round of deadlift in the 66 kilo class. And this is where they all start jostling for position. So Eric Oshie will hit the 265.
If you can see at the back of the room where the scoreboard is, you can see all the coaches around.
Everyone hanging
looking
around.
At the poundage and trying to work it out.
Remember the World Championships in Minsk in 2017 when I was coaching, and there's just a huddle of coaches all around the boards with their little pens and papers, calculating everything out, checking with you.
The lifter will sit back and says, "Come on, coach, your job is over to you. You put it on the board, I will go at it." Yeah.
And you'll often see in a lot of third lifts, particularly if they're in a good position, they'll take a crack.
Absolutely.
At something
just
bigger.
have a go. Put it on.
Particularly if they're not risking anything. But Eric Oshie with 265. He missed 260, now wants 265. And I'm not saying anything because I said something before about someone putting up the weight after a miss and they went and got it without any problems at all. Well, I think he is going to give this everything he's got,
Yeah.
but he's had
Final
looks like
lift,
he's had a
final
little bit of a
lift.
hip injury on the left side there.
He's having a go. No.
And he just, and you can see him just sort of moving his left leg there. Looks like a bit of a hip
See
problem.
that cramp, or he got some knee problem, you're right.
But he has given it everything he's had today and had an absolute outstanding lift. Mario Skritowski now looking at 270. Not really in position for any medals, but wants to finish with that nice solid total of 771.
And 771 at 66 kilo body weight is a massive total.
It is huge. It just shows the standard of lifting here today, doesn't it?
World class. Oh, a little bit too heavy.
Just a little bit too much at the end of the day.
Sorry. No.
It's a lot of work doing the 3 lifts in each discipline, and it really takes it out of you. James Vanning from the USA looking at 270 as well. This will give him a 745. Huge, huge standard of lifting here already today, and we're only in the first session.
First day.
Gets it to the top. He's locked it by the look of it. He gets the down command. Let's see what the referees say. And he gets it on the board.
Yes, he has.
3 white lights.
There's some change coming in. I think we don't see because some change coming in. They got two changes.
Now we start to see them.
This is where the jostling position is going on.
So Sergei Gladkick has actually dropped his back to 285.
Yeah, I think he's going to make sure he put it on the board.
He wants to be confident.
In May he did similar thing. He took a smaller jump and let in Hassan, and then Hassan take him. So it's a dangerous thing, really.
It's an interesting choice.
Let's see.
That'll put him 3.5 kilos ahead of Sai on the predicted totals.
Yeah.
So will Sai change his to go after him? Let's wait and see. But we've got Sergei Gladkick, 285 on the board.
His final deadlift for 812.5 kilo total. And then he had to sit back and just wait to see, he's going
to have a very, very nervous waiting for Sai to lift.
First, he must get this. He's pulling it. Yes, he's got it.
And that's to the top. That should be 3 white lights, and it is. So he is currently overall #1.
Yeah, he's done.
Now he has to sit and wait, and we're going to sit and wait and see if Sai from Chinese Taipei changes his weight to challenge that 812.5 total. Vicky Arianto from Indonesia, 290 kilograms.
Following 1 minute, Vicky Arianto, Indonesia, 290 kgs.
Haven't seen any changes just yet. We'll wait and see. He has right up until bar loaded is called to make a change anyway.
It don't look as if there's going to be a change. I think there'll be,
And it's quite easy to sit here and look at these numbers.
Yeah, we can.
And think, gee, he only needs to add another 3.5, 4 kilos to it to beat him and take. But when you're at this level, 500 grams can be enough to stop you from lifting it.
Absolutely.
We've all done it. We've all added half a kilo to a weight, and all of a sudden we can't move it. But here he comes, Vicky Arianto, 290 kilos from Indonesia. And this will temporarily give him the silver medal, will it?
I think it is, 290. Oh, it was easy.
And I think that will give him the bronze medal on body weight, I think, temporarily. Let's wait and see. Yes, bronze medal on bodyweight, so he's temporarily in the bronze medal position. And Antti Savalainen from Finland, who has been super
all day,
consistent.
all day.
Now looking at 292.5.
And that would give him, put him in silver medal?
That will
Yeah,
temporarily put him in the silver medal position.
In the overall? No, bronze in the overall.
Bronze in the overall and silver in the deadlift.
Very important lift.
And
Final
we talk
lift today.
about being consistent. And we talk about being consistent can take you home a medal, and this is the case here.
Yeah,
this
absolutely.
could turn into a medal for him.
No doubt.
And he gets it to the top.
Should be 3 white, and it is.
Pretty happy with that, 3 white lights.
A good day lifting.
Yusuke Kyochi from Japan, now looking at 292.5. Opened at 272.5, missed 285 on his second, now looking at 292.5.
Oh, it's a world junior record.
It is a world junior record. So he can't chip the bar for a junior record in an open event, so he has to go up in 2.5 kilo increments.
Yeah, it's a junior, yeah.
So he couldn't do 292,
no,
or he has to do 292.5, and it's a world junior record. It is going to be a tough pull, though.
He missed
285 was tough, 292.5. He is going to have to give this everything he's got.
New junior world record in the deadlift.
And everything has just gone silent here, hasn't it?
Big drive from the hips. Keep the bar
He's got
moving.
He's
It's
got
moving.
but he just couldn't hang on to it. But he gave it everything he had.
We got a change.
And we have a change. We've just had a change be announced.
302.5. 302,5 kilo. Su Jing Xie Chinese Taipei.
So Chinese Taipei.
See, stick in for a silver medal. He's not having a go at it. Give him an 8 or 9.
Goal position in the deadlift. And second total.
Yeah. This will give him an 8 or 9, so this will put him in silver medal.
So 302.5 will give him a silver medal overall.
1 minute.
So he decided not to go for the goal.
Yeah, he is not challenging. So 302.5 will give him the overall silver medal.
Lima. You can be nice with it.
This is the silver medal overall. It'll be a good day lifting, get a world record in the bench press. He was awarded the Hall of Fame yesterday, so it'll be a great week for him.
Fantastic way to finish, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be, yeah. Great pull. He's got it. Oh.
And just a little too much, and
Yeah,
that is exactly why they didn't change the
Absolutely.
challenge
Yes.
for the overall.
Yes.
But I'll tell you what we have seen go in. Hassan has actually put in a 320 deadlift,
That
which
would be a new
world
world
record attempt.
Yeah, world masters. I think masters record maybe. How is he overall?
And it will shoot him up into the bronze medal overall.
Yeah. Yes.
It's a big call. He hasn't had the best
I
of
know.
days.
He had a bad day today. He had a bad day.
He's jumping from 302.5 to 320. But right now, we've got Hudson Lima from Brazil at 305 kilograms. And this will shoot him into the gold medal position for the deadlift. So Gladkick is your new world champion.
Yes. I know from the first squat, he was
That
here. He was here.
what
for
he
a
was
goal.
after. He came to do a job, and he did just that. And Chinese Taipei, Sai from Chinese Taipei will be the silver medalist overall.
No,
Just a little
heavy.
bit too much. But Hassan doesn't want to go home empty-handed, so he has thrown on the 320. and wants to shoot himself up into the bronze medal and take a world record in the deadlift. It's a big call, but if anyone can do it,
this would be a massive call.
if anyone can do it, it is this man right here. 320 kilos for a world record, and to turn what started out as a very average day into a great day.
Absolutely. But like you said, anyone can do it. Hassan can do it.
320 kilograms on the bar. It is going to take a monumental effort.
Yeah.
But this man is a great lifter.
Great competitor, yeah. Been around for many years, and over the last 3 or 4 years, it's really come to forefront, to become European champion.
And here he goes. Can he turn
World
this
record
day around?
Paul. Come on, Hassan. Can you do it? Come on. Stretch. No.
Just a little bit too much today. No. But he had absolutely nothing to risk to try and turn his day around. And it was great to see him try and finish on such a strong note. So Gladkick came here to do a job.
And
he
did
the job.
And
he's
what
taken
about
out the World Championship.
in the 59?
Fedoshenko, the two Russian
fight.
athletes today take out the World Championship. And I think Fedoshenko is going to be really tough to beat for that overall best lifter.
I would say so. I cannot see anyone this weekend cannot take away
it's
the
going
best
to be tough.
for him.
World records left, right and centre on the first session of the first day. Don't go too far away. We've got the medal ceremony coming up. 4 o'clock local time this afternoon. We have the women's 47 and 52s to finish off the afternoon. So don't go away. Hold on your seats. Tune in to the Olympic Channel. First time in IPF history broadcasting high definition on the Olympic Channel. And we will take you through all the action.
See you later.
6 lifters in the 59. No, only 59, only 59, only 59. 59. Only 59. Only 59, please. Only 59 kg class. 66, you need to wait. Now I also like to make a presentation of the people who will hand over the medal. We got the chairman of the Swedish Sport Commission, Mr. Björn Eriksson. Welcome. And also the IPF president, Mr. Gaston Terage. And all the lifters will have a small memory from Halmstad. So we are starting with the medals for the squat. Bronze medal goes to Chinese Taipei and Yu Xiong Lin, 262.5 kgs. The bronze medal. And the silver medal goes to Ecuador and Franklin Leon, 280. And the gold medal goes to Russia and Sergei Fedosenko, 295 kgs. Photos. Thank you. Spasiba. And for the bench press, the bronze medal goes to Chinese Taipei, Yu Xiong Lin, 177.5. Silver medal goes to Japan and Yusuke Satake, 180. And the gold medal goes to Russia and Sergei Fedosenko on the new world record of 205.5. Photos. Thank you. Spasiba. And in deadlift, bronze medal goes to Chinese Taipei and Yu Xiong Lin, 255. The silver medal goes also to Chinese Taipei, to Xiong Lin Wang, 255, but lighter body weight. And the gold medal goes to Sergei Fedosenko, Russia, 262.5. Photos. Thank you. And for the total result, with the men 59 kg in powerlifting, bronze medal goes to Japan and Yusuke Satake, 687.5. Silver medal goes to Chinese Taipei and Yu Xiong Lin, 695 kgs. And the gold medal and the world champion, Sergei Fedosenko, Russia, 763 kgs, the new world record in the total. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please stand up for the national anthem of Russia? Hold on a second. Sorry, something happened. Thank you. All right, give the lifters a round of applause now when they are marching out. Round of applause, please. All right, here we have the man of the 66 kg class. Give him a round of applause, please. Once again, the people who will hand over some small memories to all the lifters is Mr. Björn Eriksson, the chairman of the Swedish Sport Commission, together with the IPF president, Mr. Gaston Perrache. Please give him a round of applause, please. So we are starting with the squat medals. The bronze medal goes to Chinese Taipei and Sung Ting Jing, 285 kilo. He was selected. He was also selected yesterday to the Hall of Fame as a main lifter. The silver medal goes to Eric Wichi, Brazil, 290 kilo. And the gold medal goes to Russia and Sergei Glakich, 315. Photos. Thank you. For the bench press, bronze medal goes to Russian Sergei Glakich, 212.5. Silver medal goes to Poland, Mariusz Kropkowski, 221. That was a world record for a couple of minutes. And the gold medal and the new world record holder from Chinese Taipei, Sung Ting Xie, 221.5. Photos, thank you. For the deadlifts, bronze medal goes to Chinese Taipei and Sung Ting Xie, 290 kilo. Silver medal goes to Finland and Antti Savolainen, 292.5. And the gold medal goes to France and Hassan El Begadi, 302.5. Photos. Thank you. And for the total, bronze medal in the men's 66 kg class, open powerlifting, Antti Savolainen, Finland, 775. Silver medal goes to Chinese Taipei and Sung Ting Xie, 796.5. The gold medal and the world champion from Russia, Sergei Gladkich, 812.5 kgs. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please stand up for the national anthem of Russia? Photos. Thank you. Спасибо. All right, here they come. Would you please give all the lifters a round of applause?